All right, welcome back, everyone. Should be back to more of a normal streaming schedule now. I just needed a little bit of time off from the live stream so I could focus in on video content and review content. Let me just retitle the Twitch stream here. New Scrolls like. Let's get it. Tainted Grail. The Fall of Avalon. And we'll change the game. Yeah, surprisingly, I'm actually kind of excited to jump in right now, even though I've been playing the crap out of this game. I was wondering if I would feel like burnt out to wanting to start over, but I do want to start a new run. We're going to play on hard mode tonight, and I don't know if I'll do like a full series or what, because I'm playing so many games at one time right now on stream. We still have the Oblivion playthrough to continue, Baldur's Gate, Clair Obscur. It's crazy stuff. So many massive RPGs to play right now. Hey Trickster, what's up Joshua? So yeah, sit back, relax. I'm happy to show this game off a little bit on stream. I usually try to do that on launch day, but like I said, I was just behind with video content that I needed to get done. So I didn't end up live streaming this on embargo day or the day of release. So here we are, one day after release, and we're going to jump on into it. What's up, Mr. Maximus? Any of you guys that are interested in my opinion on this game, I did drop a review a couple days ago. I've also dropped an item guide for the prologue and a beginner's guide as well. What's up, Easy? Yeah, man, I think you'll like it, especially Kingdom Come Deliverance fans. The greatest thing about this game, in my opinion, straight up, it's a bit janky, it's indie, it's unpolished in some areas. But the company went so far above and beyond when it comes to like RPG systems and mechanics. It's crazy. Like this is exactly like what I would want like Avowed to be like, but they didn't go nearly, they didn't even go half as deep as this company went with the open world RPG mechanics. And I think it's really cool, and I hope that this company is able to succeed with their launch. I heard that the console launch was kind of rough, like performance-wise. PC's been working fine for me, though. Hopefully they get that sorted out, and I'd like to see these guys do another open-world Scrolls-like game in the future with a larger budget. What's up, Slicer? Jamar? Yeah, I agree. Can't decide to get this game or Oblivion remastered. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it with a new game here. And I do have to, unfortunately, I have to disable copyright music. I think that takes away a lot of the good songs that you hear in the game. So on the version that you guys are playing, you'll hear a different intro song. It's so much better than this song. But it takes it away when you disable copyright music. So because I'm live streaming, I shouldn't be using copyright music. All right, let's bump that volume up to 80. Hey David, what's up Phoenix? Yep, I should be back to a more normal streaming schedule again now. And here we go. We're gonna start with the prologue. I like the prologue. A lot of good items in the prologue too. Miscellaneous, what's up? Second run's even better than the first. Yeah, there's definitely some Geiger influences, Joshua.
Consuming red death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the great escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility.
I love 2D cutscenes.
Now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island Asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Stuck in everlasting autumn. I'm gonna go with a different looking character this time. We're gonna look like we're tainted or something. Yeah, I like that. Let's see what we got for faces here. The character creator is not really that great, but good enough for an indie open world RPG, right? I think that looks pretty cool. We'll go with that. Eye color, let's go. Oh yeah. Or we'll go black. I'm not gonna really be able to see my character's eyes really hardly at all. I think I'm gonna go white actually. Or red, look like a vampire. Eyebrows, the most important characteristic of a man. They determine a lot. Eyebrows can tell the future. So we're gonna go with these ones right here. Yeah, those look damn sexy. Freckles, be kind of interesting. No, we need scars. Scars everywhere. Yep, I like that. All right. Hair. I think I kind of like that actually. Of course, my main character had long hair, but I don't think I need to do that again. Do we have like a mohawk or something here? That's a great, I look like a zombie with that haircut. No offense to all of you guys that are balding. I think I'm gonna go with that. I really like that. Okay, and then for color, let's see. Red. These colors look so stupid. When you get in game, it's like you instantly regret going with colors like that. So immersion breaking in my opinion. Ooh, like a dusty old vampire. I think I kind of like the dusty look. This is pretty cool. Gotta give him a mustache, right? Let's see what we got here. I think I'm gonna go with that color, maybe slightly darker for the stash. Yeah. Let's give him a... I think we gotta go with just the stash for this. What do you guys think about that? I feel like a big beard doesn't fit this vampire character. It looks better without a beard. It look more vampiric. I think we're going with that. Hey Cassie, what's up? Yo, frankly, you've been playing it, man? Good. I'm so happy. A lot of like the RPG creators that I follow, yourself included, seems like a lot of them are really enjoying the game. And it's really great to see because nobody's hiding the fact that this game is janky, it's unpolished, and it's indie. Nobody's hiding that. And everybody is just openly loving it for what it is because the gameplay systems and mechanics are so good. And you can tell that the devs had a lot of passion behind the story. And the world building is so good. I know you're big into world building, frankly. There's so many lore notes in this game. It's such a cool like reimagining of Arthurian legend in like a darker aspect. It's like everything's like familiar in this game, like the names, but at the same time, there's so much unknown about it. Like they didn't really like change the story just to be different. They changed it because it's a really fucking cool story. They had a cooler story to tell. And it's also kind of post Arthur too, because this is in the future after Arthur has already died. And things have changed after that, of course. All right, we're gonna go with that, and then let's go with... Ooh. I think we're gonna have to do some face tattoos for this character. That kind of looks silly. Ooh, I'm in a sex cult with that. Is there like some eye? I just want like some... Change the color, that's good. Let's see. That's kind of cool. I like having the tattoo, but it almost looks like scarring. So maybe we'll do something like that. That just seems overboard. I'm gonna regret it. You know, I like the darkening of the eyes. Unfortunately, you can't darken the eyes without that tattoo. I might have to go with that tattoo. All right, let's check out some, we got bulge size in here. You guys remember in the Dragon Age character creator, you go to like the butt toggle. It's like the character's butt moved like 1 centimeter when you max it out to the right. That was funny. All right. Oh, baby. Dude, this guy is a straight up badass. He belongs in Arthurian legend. Yep, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Is there a tramp stamp? Nope. Okay, we're good. All right. What are we going to call this guy? Yeah, so many RPG systems and mechanics. It's just, it's so cool. Like every activity that you do, there's some system tied to it, and it's so above and beyond what you'd expect. Got any good names? Monk build? Oh man, I don't know. There is an unarmed tree, but I asked the devs like a couple weeks before the game launched. I was like, is it viable to do an unarmed build? And they're like, we're trying to make it, but we can't guarantee it for launch. So I don't know if that's the way to go. I feel like it would look kind of stupid too. I think I just want to use magic. This game has one of my favorite magic systems I've ever experienced in a video game in my entire life. Seriously. The magic is so fun in this game that on my main character, I'm traditionally somebody who doesn't typically go with magic casters on a first run pretty much ever. I only usually dip a little bit into magic, if anything at all. And in this game, I just love the magic so much. So many cool spells. I like the way that it works. I like the way how summons lower your max mana. They have some really good ideas in this game. Wolf a lot. We're gonna call this guy Daddy. I don't care. I'm doing it. All right, here we go. We got Explorer, Adventure, and Veteran. I'm gonna go with Veteran because my normal run was on Adventure. A step up in difficulty. Enemies hit harder and show less mercy. Every resource counts for those who seek a serious challenge. I know Click for Gameplay was playing on Veteran. He said it got pretty damn difficult for some of the boss fights. We also have Survival Mode. What? When Survival Mode is enabled, you can save only at bonfires and death ends the game? Should I do that? Considering that I don't know if I'm going to do a full run of this game or not. I'm tempted to do this. Don't do it? I feel like it'd be super fun for me though. You guys got to remember, I've already spent a lot of time, especially in the prologue and Act 1. I feel like it might be over pretty fast though on Veteran. Can you do survival on Adventure? You can't. There's a couple bosses in the Asylum that are they hit very, very hard. Just feel like I'm gonna die super early in the game. All right, hold on. Let me change the title of the stream. We're doing permadeath. Oh my god. This is so stupid. I'm gonna die so fast. Oh wow, this is silly. Okay, hold on. Let me add that to the Twitch title. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna absolutely do it. Permadeath. Pro plays. All right. Yep, here we go. Well, it's gonna add a little bit of intensity to for those of you guys that are watching. And I think I need a little something to get me going here, just because I've been playing this so much. This might actually really put me in the zone. I'm very, very, very worried. I don't think this is gonna be good. Oh my god. Survival mode is only for the most hardcore players. This will not be a balanced experience. It'll be a painful experience.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh?
Oh man, don't know what build I should go with.
Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you?
Hold on, let's pin this in the chat. Permadeath enabled. People don't read YouTube titles. David, thanks for the $4.99. Gotta run and get the beans sorted out. Have a great stream. We'll keep the stream rolling. I appreciate that, David, and maybe catch you a little bit later. All right, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you? So the first one gives us one-handed, two-handed blocking, heavy armor, athletics. I was hunting. I'm thinking melee is probably not the way to go. You get medium armor, athletics, evasion, and sneak. This one's one-handed archery, light armor, agility, and sneak. Or one-handed light armor, magic, and alchemy. Interesting. I feel like alchemy is going to be like really helpful for a mode like this. Let's go with that. I was seeking an ancient site of worship. Frab, thanks for the $10 super chat. Hazard pay?
Yeah, you look
Thanks,
like
man.
one of
I'm
those
gonna need it.
half-starved druids who survived the Charred Conclave. We've picked almost all of you up from the forest by now, so there aren't many of you crooks left out there. So, you're a tree hugger then?
Okay, so if we choose I study healing magic, we get a +9 to alchemy, cooking +3, and then we start off with a blood transfusion spell. Or no, I'd rather burn that tree down. We get light armor +6, athletics +3, magic +3, and burning ember. I think I want to do that for the sake of surviving the prologue. And the burning ember spell is going to give me some range right at the start, which will be nice.
Big talk, as always. Yeah, I've never seen you people do anything but fireworks and illusions. Not much use during a real fight, as is evident from you being in here rather than out there. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to stop.
Hey, Bake, what's up? What's up, Fortin? Appreciate that.
I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench.
I think I have to turn up the volume a little bit.
There they are. Finally. I
Hey, Meredy.
know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
Sorry about that, Twitch. I had a little pop-up in the way. All right, here we go. So we got to take this quite seriously right now. Oh, sorry about that, sir. Just taking a little nap. All right, so let's equip that. Let's see. I want that in my... It's funny because your right hand is on the left side on the screen. It's the way your character's facing. And then in the game, your right hand's on the right. So it's always confusing the crap out of me. And then we'll do burning embers in the other hand. Wow, look at this guy. So that's not the skin color that I chose, but we're currently affected by the Red Death. You are sick and will die soon. There is no cure for the Red Death. So that's the reason why we look a little bit different. All right, beautiful stuff. Let the fun begin. Let's go ahead and turn this up a little bit. Maybe we'll go to 90. The books are worth selling or not. Okay, so we're going to pick up this. One of the most important items to pick up in the Asylum is the Menhir figure. Then we consume it, and I get a +5 to my max HP, which is nice. We'll take the coins. Can I not get those coins? Hold on, where are they? It wants to give it to me. There we go. We'll take the ale. I can't get into the cabinet right now. We got beautiful Liliana and the Chamber of Ecstasy. That'll be post-stream, the private stream after. Go ahead and put on, let's see, we have leather hood. Torn leather armor is 2. Put on that. Put on that. Don't have a cloak, don't have an amulet, don't have rings, and we'll put on the boots. Look at my mustache. It's funny. All right, we'll come over here, grab some of that. Let me also enable, we already have it on. Grab this recipe, grab some lockpicks, do some quick cooking, make some beggar's fare. 48 health over 60 seconds. So when I talk about RPG systems and mechanics, take note of this right here. I didn't even notice this till like 20 hours in the game. Expected outcome, 54.2% chance of me making the 48 health over 60 seconds, an 18.4% chance for me making it worse than that, and a 30% chance for me making it better than the 48 health over 60 seconds. But I don't know if it's working or not working because it seems to always do 48, but whatever. All right. Grab that. Man, this is... I'm curious how hard the enemies are going to hit in this. Much easier to break locks in this game than it is in Skyrim. Rejuvenation potion, 60-second boost, and then we also have small mana potion. Need some damn health potions ASAP. It's a grand mustache. Can't create spells, but you can create some cool builds with your spells. There's a lot of different skill trees, and you can also do a spell in each hand. I don't think I actually have to lockpick this one. Shit. Alright, so I don't want to break any lockpicks. I'm gonna make sure that I get the origin potion. Okay, we got our first victim. The red priest right here. Don't think my sneak is too good. Let's go ahead and charge up one of these. Now you can't block when you have a spell in the other hand. At least I haven't found a way to. This is actually quite dangerous.
Your death is certain!
What? See what I mean by things being a little janky, like the animations and stuff? Okay, we got some priest robes now. That'll keep me in the light category. And I think I'm actually going to put these on. Less armor, but it puts me back down in the light category, which is going to make us 20% quicker. Mana regen, stam regen, attack speed, casting speed, dash speed are all going to go up, and then also dash counter 3. I could maybe wear this and then put something else on that's light. Let's do this. Let's see. That's bandages. Red priest pants, those weigh 0.3. The linen ones weigh 0.1. That's 0.4, so we could put that on. Oh, it's so close, but it's not close enough, so I think I do actually have to wear that. I like how badass you look right in the beginning of the game. Anonymous, thanks for the 10 euro. Good to see you again. What's up, Grim? Appreciate your comment on today's video. Hello from Iceland, RPG fan. So is this game good? Should I buy? I'm not sure, man. Watch some reviews. I put out a review a couple days ago on the channel if you want to hear some more in-depth thoughts. But I think it's a great game. I don't think it's going to be for everyone, but is there anything in here? Is it even worth going in here? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything good in that cell, so... Want to ruin... Oh, nice. We have a guard's key for that. Treatment records. We have Ethan right here. 7 commandments. Didn't realize I had the jail key. This lock seems to be broken. Okay, here we go. Now I have a health potion. We're going to put that right there. Note written in blood. I'm not going to be reading all the lore notes. I already did that on my first run. Now we do have a little side quest to pick up in here. Right in this crate. My dear Urfier, I finally arrived at the island asylum and have received my preliminary medical examination. Father Vaughn said that my symptoms point to the very early stages of the Red Death and that I did very well to come here of my own will. He promised to do everything in his power to help me, to make sure our son, I write son because I can feel the truth of that with each heartbeat, Urfier is born healthy. I know you had doubts about me coming here, but I really am a good cheer. I'll keep you up to date on my progress. I hope to see you soon. I love you and miss you very much. Forever yours, Katrin. So now we have a quest. The unforgettable quest right here. The husband of one of the Red Priest's victims must be wondering what happened to her. One thing I really like about this game is like they're not afraid to get pretty dark with some of the themes here, especially in the prologue. Like there's some pretty effed up things that happen down here with like babies and all sorts of crap, man. This is a crazy place. The Red Priests are supposed to be good and they're supposed to work for the Prophet Kai and follow her word, but they've started to become corrupted and they started dabbling with the dark arts or the weirdness, and now they're not necessarily trying to always cure the Red Death. They're trying to learn how to tame the power of the weirdness for their own selfish goals. What's up, Solo Dolo? Wolf could make this run for a game of the year. How funny would it be if I made it to the end and then I died to the... Is it a little bit dark in this game? I might have to... Can you guys see? What if I need to up the brightness a little bit? So we're going to grab all these because I'm going to need as many crafting ingredients as I can get. Oh, I didn't even notice a shield was right there. Let's go. Let's do... The dagger is 7 to 9 damage. The broken wooden club is 6 to 8. So let's grab the dagger and then we'll do the shield in the offhand. And we can also do this. And then I can actually dodge. Or I can block with a shield. We're going to grab all that. Grab that. Okay, and I get everything. See, I'm missing a lot of things. Because I'm playing on permadeath mode, I feel incentivized to... I was about to just kind of zip through this prologue and not really loot everything, but now that we're on permadeath, I think I have to do everything, so...
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. Healed. I am no longer sick. You don't need to help them. I hope...
So all the prisoners think that they're being helped right now, but obviously they're in pretty bad condition, so...
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests.
All right, we're gonna skip through that. You can tell all these guys that they're free to go and none of them will leave. Because they're all infected and brainwashed and all sorts of crazy stuff. Okay, a little secret passage right there. Look at this. We have brains on the table. Amputation knives. Just a little tip for any of you guys that are playing. If you look at the description in your bag, if you sort by newest to see what you just picked up, in the bottom left of the item description, it'll tell you if it's a consumable, a crafting regent, or if it's garbage. So when I pick up the Medic's measuring tool, you're probably like, do I need that? Well, it's labeled as garbage, so you could sell it for 13 gold, but at the same time, there's no other use for it, so... Medic's saw. Okay, let's go through the little secret passage. There's a couple bosses in the prologue that I'm worried that this run might be ending pretty soon. Alright, there's really nothing in here. 7 commandments. I never understood this. Like, there's a little secret passage into here, but it doesn't really get you anything or do anything. This is the door that I lockpicked earlier. Alright, let's head down this way. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some beggar's fare, get some healing going over time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now the problem with blocking is that you still take damage if your shield's not good enough, so be careful. Let me quickly run back and see if I can cook some more food. Hey, Silver. So Wolf's gonna side with the Red Priest. The man, the myth, the wolf. What's up, gaming? Brightness isn't too bad. Okay, we'll leave it for now then. Alright, recipes. We have cabbage rolls, which are 96. Those are 72, and those are 60. Let's go ahead and do some cabbage rolls. Onion bun. Gotta get myself the blood transfusion spell here in a moment. First, let's kill these guys. Spells are just so much fun. You're super weak when you start the game. No. Once they start going back, I don't think they stop. Maybe I can kill him before he resets. Get him. No. Yes, you can dual wield in this game. Any of you guys that are wondering. Hey, Mary. Need to restart the demo so I can fully explore this place? Yeah, I definitely recommend playing through the prologue. There's a lot of good items in here that can start you off on a better foot than if you skip it. There's also a lot of tutorials too, but all of you guys that played early access, you guys would already know. Okay, we got some fish oil. We're gonna take that. Autopsy report. See, there's some really nasty stuff going on here. Ragged peasant shirt. Oh shit. Oh, thank God I missed right there. Stamina management is very crucial in this game, especially in the beginning, because you have like hardly any. Gotcha. Yes, stupid ass zombie. Buying it on the Xbox. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, make sure to watch some console reviews because a lot of people were complaining about performance and bugs on console. All the PC reviews seem to be very positive though. Like I've been having really good performance while I've been playing. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. Look at the drawing right here. The Red Priests are conducting all sorts of mutations and experiments on the patients like myself. Measuring tool will take the brain. No need to lockpick. We can just go back this way. Okay, and we'll grab this pickaxe. So happy they included third person. I've been really enjoying it. It's obvious, like when you click third person, a pop-up box tells you that it's not polished and the game wasn't designed for it. Because for like 90% of the game's development, the developers weren't going to put third person into it. They did at the last minute. But I actually think it's pretty good. I mean, it could be pretty janky and weird sometimes, but overall, it's still fun.
Sacrifice to the prophet! Your sins will be punished! We'll send you into the abyss! Sacrifice to the prophet! You will burn!
Dude, I was trying to parry.
Your sins will be punished! Do not defy the prophet! Sacrifice to the...
I almost died. Legit almost died right there. Take some beggar's food, and we're gonna switch this to dual daggers. I was trying to do a parry. I was gonna practice my parries, but it's just so risky on this mode. Oh, Christoph says I'm playing on the PS5 Pro and no real performance issues. Okay, good. Good to know. All right, so we did that. I ran all the way back just because I'm afraid. We're gonna go pick up the blood transfusion spell right here on the blood altar, and now we can do dual spells for my main. You can have sword and board as the backup. Yeah, I like that. Blood transfusion is a cool spell. So the light cast shoots out like a glob of blood. If you hold it down, it channels a health drain, takes the opponent's health and gives it to you. Winter Sage, thanks for the 1 gifted. It's good to be back. It's only been like, well, I haven't streamed in like 7 or 8 days. It hasn't been that long, but good to be back. Brother Sirius, 33, male, Island Asylum, Red Death stage, self-experimentation, wants to know the patient's perspective. The aim is to gather knowledge about the stimuli our patient's experience. Treat like a common patient.
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick.
From what I understand, saves were going to be wiped from early access to 1.0, but I didn't test it out myself. Who are you?
I am Brother Sirius. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests. Did you escape yourself? You really should have stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand. May the Prophet's word be a safe haven for you.
I definitely recommend when you guys are on your run that you go through all the dialogue options because it provides a lot of context for what's going on, but during the live streams I'm not going to do that. Just take up too much time and I've already listened to all the dialogue myself. Hey, don't cough on me. You know what I'm saying? Did that man learn nothing during 2020? Okay, we're gonna get dual burning embers here in a second. Oops, I picked up a plate for no reason other than picking up a plate. We'll grab some sage right here. Grab an egg. Oh yeah, there's even sharpening stones in the asylum. All right, let's go duel.
We'll send you into the abyss!
Gotcha. We will send you into the abyss. Oh yeah, I'm picking up all sorts of good stuff here. Muran's method of separating the mind. Got some tongues. Always good to have a couple tongues in your inventory, right? I'm very nervous about these mini bosses in the prologue. And right here is the other Burning Embers spell, so now we can dual wield Burning Embers. So let's go... In hand 1, we're going to go dual wielding Burning Embers. In hand 2, I'm going to go Burning Ember and Blood Transfusion. In hand 3, we're going to go Dagger and Shield. And 4... Sure, that's probably fine. 4, if I need to go super defensive to get health back, I should actually go Shield and Blood Transfusion. That way I can siphon enemy health and also protect myself. Alright, so we got that. Now we're going to talk to Ninian right here.
You're not one of them. Please, free me.
I'll get you out of these chains.
That's not the kind of freedom I'm asking for. There's no saving me now. Even if I could escape, I'd only be putting others at risk. You have to kill me. And when it's done, please, take my tags to the Horns of the South. Let Fergus know I didn't run.
I understand your pain. Close your eyes.
Thank you.
Now, I recommend that people kill this guy just because you get Ninian's tags and you can go turn them in at the captain at the keep. But at the same time, I don't know. Maybe like he shows up later. Most likely he doesn't, but we're going to kill him. There we go. Grabbed his tags, and we also get the Keeper's Pants here, which are 2 armor. That puts me in the medium category. Don't know if I want to be in the medium, so leave it like that. Yo, Phil, what's up, man? Thanks for the $10 super chat. Time to show everyone who's the new king of gaming. Something like that, right? And thanks for the 5 gifted, Phil. Appreciate it, man. Good to see you again. Gaming says, I'm really loving the art style and overall design. Me too. Like, I care much more about art direction than I do the actual graphical quality. When you can get them both, it's a win-win, but the art direction and the vibe that this game sets is really good. All right, we don't have any recipes yet. I don't know if I... Oh, there's a recipe outside here, actually. Right here. Now I can make health potions. Let me grab the key, too.
Sage and alcohol. It's...
Thanks, Phil. Anonymous, thank you, too. Appreciate you guys. You guys are crazy. All right, let's go ahead and craft a couple health potions here. Health over mana all day, every day. At least right now. Okay, and we'll make... I don't need the mana potion. Yeah, I do need the mana potions, actually. We'll stop at that. We got health and mana as backup. Perfect. I also got my food. So food is really good in this game. Helps you regenerate health over time, especially post-combat. You don't have time to rest or whatever.
You know how the young ones are.
Let's go through the secret passageway. I know that third person looks funky when you're sneaking around. So these are the animations that they had in the game before third person was a thing to make first person look good, and then they basically just made third person a thing, and you know, they didn't have the time to change all the animations and everything. This is the first time you played the game since it released? No. If you check the channel, I got like 3 videos out already on my other playthrough. Wait, I gotta make sure I'm grabbing the mushrooms. Watched another streamer play this and I didn't think I'd like it, but watching you play I might actually buy it. Cool. Yeah, I think if you like, I mean, if you like scrolls, the scrolls-like genre is what we're calling it these days, and you don't mind like an indie game with a little bit of jank, I see no reason why you wouldn't enjoy it.
I've already told you everything, I swear. Wait, you're not... You're a prisoner. Go. Escape while you still can.
You can escape, Brother Cassian. The way is clear.
No, I won't make it. Besides, they threw me into a cell that once held a patient in the final stages of the disease. I'm probably sick already. Go. Don't worry about me. I'm not worth it.
Dude's just giving up, man. Should I save a lockpick? Oh, I don't think I can get back. Yeah, you can't get back there. I'm going to save that lockpick because there's another way to get around. There's no reason to come in his cell, so... We have to get to the cell across from him, though, because it has an origin potion, and that's how you respec in this game. I haven't seen all the new spells, because I still have a lot to explore in Chapter 3. But man, this game has some really good spells, and really cool spells, and a really good variety, too. Let's go, baby! Duel Burning Embers! Woo! Well, they don't know where to go, because I'm hidden in here. Uh-oh. Is he coming around? Wish I had a bow right now. Since I'm playing on hard mode permadeath, I think I have no problem fighting from places where somebody can't get me. I'm not going to waste a mana potion right now. Just gonna let it charge back up. Scared to go out. Not my fault. They haven't done their squats at the gym and can't sneak.
My faith will not falter. Will be punished.
Get some of my HP back here.
Your sins will be punished.
Do I not have a weapon? Oh, there's my weapon. All right.
Your death is certain.
So parrying is really good to do.
Suffer for your sins.
Because when you block, especially when you block with a melee weapon and not a shield, you still take damage. And blocking actually uses up more stamina than a parry does, a successful parry. And also parrying an opponent can also have them stagger back as well, giving you an opening for attack, so. But it's a very risky playstyle, and I don't think I'll be doing it too much here on permadeath mode. Really don't want to miss anything. I think there's no reason to save, right? It must be just one load point. Hit F5. Saving disabled. That is crazy. That is crazy. Saving disabled. Alright, where's the alchemy table? We're gonna take that. Look at that. Look at all these health potions everywhere. Where is... We got the cooking table right here. Alchemy's right over here. So now I have the Bloodsucker Potion. Increased lifesteal by 10% for 20 seconds. So I like this, but at the same time, lifesteal is getting you health back, so I feel like I'd rather just make health potions. But with that said, this one requires... Oh, they do share ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and not craft that. We're going to save those ingredients. Alright, let's go. There's a boss down this way. I came through here. This boss is really easy because the developers give you a place where you can shoot down from and he can't get up to you. Intentionally give you a place to do that. But if you fight this guy in melee, he's gonna kick your ass. He is so tough. Really? Oh my gosh. Lifesteal sucks, you think? I like it. You gotta level up your magic. Alright, so since I need a little bit HP, we're gonna eat some Beggar's Fare. And here's our buddy right here, the Frantic Berserker, but as you can see, the developers give you a little spot to... I wouldn't call it a cheese, because it's obviously intentional. Get right up in here, get our little cutscene. Poland's been killing it in game development. The CDPR is also from Poland. CDPR and Larian both have a studio in the same city now, in Warsaw. Do not want to fall down here. This will be the end of my run so quick.
Punch the unclean! Your sins will be punished! We'll send you into the up.
All right, now we get ourselves the Athlete's Pride ring, our first ring. We got some breastplate here. We're gonna put that ring on for now. Max stamina increased by 5, and I also got this helm. Receiving melee damage returns 5 physical damage back to the attacker. Damn, I want to get into the light category. I could always take off the boots. There we go. We're gonna run around like that. Boots or pants? What do you guys prefer? Off. The Frantic Berserker. Now you can rest to get HP back too, to pass time. Yeah, let's go talk to Serja.
Stay back. I may not be in top shape, but I can tear you to pieces if I have to.
It's alright. I'm not with the priests.
So, you escaped too? Huh. They're having quite a day. Good. I hope it gets even worse. This whole place is mad. From a safe distance this time.
A little bit of bug in dialogue right there. How did you get caught in the first place, Serja?
Same as you, I guess. Wrong time, wrong place. I was wandering through Kunakt and got caught in an outbreak.
That's the chapter 2
I was
area.
kept with the rest at first, but when they figured out I was a Pict, well, then I deserved special treatment. One of the priests took me to a place so thick with weirdness, it scared me. I needed to get away, otherwise I don't know what would have happened.
Here, this should speed up your healing. We're gonna give one small health potion.
It should, although I admit that the past few weeks have made me hate the taste. Still, thank you. There isn't much kindness going around this place. It wouldn't be very gracious of me not to repay it, would it?
Why do you have horns on your head?
Why indeed? Perhaps it's a test of patience. My hair tangles mercilessly around them. I even need to wear head wraps to hide them. I hate wearing head wrap.
Alright, so since we gave her the potion, since we were generous, we got the lesser mana ring. Increase max mana by 10. Let's make sure that it's working. So I have 36, it's definitely working. It went up by 10, 36 out of 46. Alright, let's go get that origin potion. We're gonna go talk to Conquer, another NPC. Everything looks darker. I feel like I messed up my brightness settings or something. Ramp up the viewers to 1K. Probably not with this game, but that's okay. That's a-okay. Hey, look at this. That's an achievement in and of itself right there. Wolfheart finding a puzzle, or a puzzle, finding a shovel in the prologue of a game? You gotta be kidding me. It took me 2 acts in Baldur's Gate 3 to find my first shovel. Okay, I think that brings us back into that large room, so we're gonna go down this way. Oh man, alright, so there's Caradoc. Let's go ahead and grab our first bow. A little bit of sneak archer wouldn't hurt, would it? And let's go kill the wailing effigy. Before I do that, we have to go get the origin potion. It's pretty easy to miss. If I remember correctly, we have to go through stone archway with the stairs. That would be right here. The only bad thing about streaming games like this, these Scrolls-like games, is that you're always picking up items, so like half of the stream is just me staring at a cabinet. Picking up a bunch of little items. Holy gifteds! Phil with the 10 gifted over on YouTube. What an absolute madman. Thanks, Phil. Channel has a lot of members these days. And half of them are all gifted. I can fix her? Yeah, Serja's pretty hot. I agree.
You're not a priest. Get out of here. Go.
I want to help you.
Help? There's nothing wrong with me anymore. The priests cured me, you see.
You don't look cured.
I look much better already.
Got anything good in your room here? Nothing. Nada. The cell is open, sir. You can go now.
Can go now. Now.
These red priests messed everybody up, didn't they? Yeah, I put out a video yesterday going over the items in the Asylum, like the important items that you don't want to miss. So if any of you guys are starting up the game and you don't want to miss anything here, because you don't go back here. then you might want to watch that video. All right, so we just picked up our first origin potion. You know what's funny is I was talking to Mr. Halton. Some of you guys might know him. He's another RPG YouTuber. And we're both playing on a review copy, and we're chatting with each other. And he's like, yeah, I might have to start over because I don't really like my build. He's like, I'm already at chapter 3. I was like, what do you mean start over? You don't have an origin potion? He's like, what's an origin potion? So this is actually how you can respec in this game. You can respec your attributes and your skill tree points. And you can find a good amount of them. I found like 6 or 7 of them in chapter 1 just by exploring. I think you can also buy a few from vendors as well. The game certainly doesn't make it obvious though. Oh, that's brother. See, this is where we came in earlier. There's brother Cass right there. Now this will be a really easy way for me to end the run right now, as if I tried fighting this guy. So we're gonna be nice.
Who the hell are you?
You love Phil Winter Sage? Yeah, me too.
Dogs? Say a prayer to your goddess and get ready to die, scum.
Hey, Florian. Oh, it's pretty good. If you want a more in-depth, if you want my opinion a little bit more in-depth, I put out a review a couple days ago on the channel. Wait, I'm not a red priest. I'm a prisoner, just like you.
And why are you dressed in their bloody rags?
Touche.
Well, I see you bear the marks of torture too.
I wonder if you're naked if he says
Maybe
that.
the priest messed with your mind, because one more moment and you'd be dead.
What were they doing to you?
Nothing good. They thought they'd break me fast, like some Camelotian wimp. Big mistake on their part. Besides, I doubt they were waking you up with a kiss on your forehead either.
Is it a mix between Souls-like and Skyrim? I don't know if I'd really say it's Souls-like at all, but definitely Scrolls-like. What is your name, sir?
Conher, from the Dalrieta pup, if you hadn't already guessed that much.
Can you tell me about the tribes?
Really? Now's a good time for a chat. You think the red pricks will just wait around while we gab? If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes. Right now, you'd better focus on getting your arse out of here.
The Forlorn Swords is chapter 3 of this game, the 3rd open world map. Alright. Have you seen a hooded man with a bow?
I don't know. Barely saw anything, because I was either knocked out or had blood in my eyes. You're lucky to have someone risking their own arse to help you out.
Let me turn down these damn stream lights. Killing my eyes. There we go, that's much better. If you're so brave and strong, how did they manage to catch you?
With great bloody difficulty, that's how. Those bastards laid a trap, hoping I'd be easy pickings. They ended up needing damn near a full army to take me down.
You really don't look like someone that falls into traps all that easily.
There was mead. There were women.
Okay.
One thing led to another, and I woke up with my pants around my ankles, surrounded by gobshite. I was fighting with me bare arse hanging out, and I still managed to kill a dozen of them. Someone must have put something in the mead. No time for a chinwag, just get the hell out of here.
Alright, Conquer. We'll see you again. So another thing that tells you like how passionate this team is behind their game is every single jail cell, I think almost every single one, has a description of the patient, and it's not just like one line in a name. It's actually like a full description here. It's crazy. Like Obsidian and Avowed wouldn't have done that. They would have just, you wouldn't have been able to click on any of that. All right, I guess we could talk to this guy. I don't think you get anything though. We do need to get in here though, because there is a ring. This is the species, the Bugain. Caution, infected Bugains may spread the illness through airborne droplets as they exhale, particularly when their breathing becomes labored. Staff must wear enchanted full-body protective suits. Gloves must be reinforced with anti-piercing materials given the Bugain's powerful bite. Oh, crap. This is a really hard one to get into. Oh man, in my Asylum items guide, I tell people to make a load point before this one, but I can't on permadeath mode, so we just have to... Damn it. Somewhere down here. There we go. No! Is it all the way down? Nice. Lost like 4 lockpicks. Holy cow, look at this freaking creature, dude. Look at this creature. It was disgusting. Yes, you will fight some of these later on in the game. Alright, so we got the Lesser Health Ring. Increases max health by 5. I'm going to replace that with the Stamina Ring. Let's go fight mini boss number 2. This might be the end of the run. Nope, it's... Which way is it? It's this way. A little bit lost right now. This should bring me back to... Yeah, going back to where Caradoc is. There he is. So we're going to go talk to him in a second. There's another shovel right here for any of you guys that missed the shovel earlier. And we're going to go fight a very intimidating mini-boss and hopefully not die. Zero, what's up? Welcome back. Thank you. Appreciate it. Based on your playthrough review, how far did you go? I was into chapter 3 and build your skill trees. Yeah, you get pretty far by the time you make it to chapter 3, Phil. The thing is, it's up to you how much you want to grind, so you can keep grinding your character to get XP. Of course, there's diminishing returns every time you level up, but I got pretty far. Oh man, here we go. What's up, Luke? How's this different from Avowed? There's a lot more deeper RPG mechanics and a lot more systems and mechanics in general. Systems and mechanics that RPG lovers tend to enjoy. It's also a lot darker and more mature than Avowed too. I mean, I didn't hate Avowed. I didn't finish it, so obviously I didn't care that much about it, but... Oh my god, dude, this guy is... He's freaking nuts. Go ahead. Shit, how do I take the mana potion? Wonder if he could one-shot me. Come on. Taking all the mana potions. Gotcha. This is actually where you get the best two-handed sword that you can get at the very start of the game. Don't think we're going to be doing two-handed though, but I do love it. That's how much I love magic in this game, that I've ignored my traditional two-handed builds that I tend to do when I play games. Okay, what did I have on that last one? We had the bow. Alright, let's go ahead and read the little note about him. Notes of a man sinking into despair. I once thought everything would turn out fine. That time was on my side, that as I grew older, I'd see more and catch up to everything. 14 days ago, my beloved Eli arrived at Island Asylum with our sons. It's the 4th stage. I went to say goodbye knowing how it will end for me. I write this for myself, which means for no one, as I am becoming nothing. If the prophet Kai grants grace, then let her bless me with the grace and curse of fierce tears, for I do not go gentle into that night. I will rage against the dying of the light. So the prophet, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but the prophet Kai was good and set up, I don't know if this was technically an asylum back in the day, but set up this whole asylum place as like a refuge for people that were sick from the Red Death. And the Red Priests were supposed to be like friendly doctors that are actually trying to help them and comfort them during this time of disease. And it ended up turning into something completely different over time. Do I love it because it feels smooth? I mean, I'm the first one to say that the game is pretty janky and indie. I mean, it's kind of smooth in different aspects. That's not why I love it, though. I love it because of the RPG systems and mechanics. Unless you're talking to somebody else. I like the dark, mature theme, and I just love, like, you guys know how a lot of studios these days will call their game an RPG, and then you play it, and it's like, the depth of systems is like a 1-inch puddle, and there's only like 5 RPG systems in the game. This game has so much to it, and that's what I really love in games, and that's why when you guys see me play games that are more action-adventure-y, I tend to rate them lower than when I get to play a game that's actually an RPG, like Baldur's Gate 3. or I just stay away from those games completely. That was one of my biggest criticisms of Dragon Age: The Veilguard too, because that is a world in a franchise where you can go deep with the RPG systems and mechanics. It's probably one of the best worlds and franchises out there that you could do that with, and they streamlined everything down and simplified everything, and I felt like I was playing an arcade game versus like a deep RPG. And this game kind of satisfies that itch, and I think that's awesome. All right, let's talk to Caradox. This is the guy that freed us from our cell.
Your sweet time, eh? But I understand. I did too, when I was leaving this place for the first time. You have to admit that the Red Priests are quite resourceful. At least when it comes to death and dying.
Isn't it crazy? This game is like 40, I think it's $45 because it's on sale. Kingdom Come Deliverance was 60, Baldur's Gate 3 was 60. All these games that have such deep RPG systems and mechanics, and also very long campaigns, are cheaper than like a lot of the full priced AAA games, yet they offer so much more. Isn't that kind of crazy? Who are you?
Great question. Truly. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island Asylum. When we're out, then we can talk. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
Yeah, so the company that made this game is called Questline, and they're owned by Awaken Realms. Awaken Realms is actually a really popular board game publisher, known for telling really good board game stories. And they started, I think they started a video game division, and I don't know if Questline has released. There's one or two games that Awaken Realms has done before. I'm not sure if it's Questline specifically, the company that made this game. There's one or two games that they've done before, but they're nothing like this. This is their first like open world ambitious game that they've taken on. Okay, let's try a sneak archer shot here. I'm not playing, like, the reason why I'm not good at this game, I'm probably gonna die probably fairly soon, but the reason why, if you guys were watching me on my first run, in the way that a lot of you guys will play your first time, like, it's gonna be much harder than the way that I'm making it look. I've just spent a lot of time in this game, especially in the early on parts of the game, so you should have seen me like on my first run, how stupid I looked. All right, so we got some weird machinery going on here. Oh, okay. What is that all about? Let's go find out. Are you guys ready for the prologue cutscene that's coming up? It's so good. I don't know if you guys are ready. Yes, this is a full game. How open is the world? So we're in the prologue right now, but I'll show you in probably 20 minutes. We're going to be at chapter 1, and the maps are, I would call them mid-size open worlds. They're pretty big, considering that there's 3 of them. There's a lot of surface area in this game. What am I stuck on? Holy shit, I almost died. I'm trying to do this without taking a potion. Might get me killed. I'm gonna take a potion. We can't screw around. We'll take food. Oh my gosh, I almost died. Alright, so here's where the story starts getting really interesting. We're gonna go ahead and approach this menhir statue. We're gonna touch it. So to go into third person on mouse and keyboard, you press Z. And then you can use the scroll wheel to go back and forth. For some reason that's not working for you, it should be in the options under one of these settings right here. Hate when these ads pop up. Yeah, I feel for you, Mav. Twitch's ad system is horrible. At least on YouTube, they're like usually, typically 5-second skippable ads. I wonder what happens if I fall off the map. I wonder if that's the end of this survival mode run. Oh, the character creation's alright, Sierra. There's enough choices, I think, to at least satisfy you with some sort of look for your character, but there's nothing crazy there. It's what you'd expect for like an indie RPG character creator. So glad this game is getting the attention it deserves. I bought it around 2 years ago and I've been singing its praises ever since. Me too. I didn't expect so many content creators to be praising it. It gives me hope though, because I love when more in-depth RPGs get praised, especially indie ones.
Peace. Fear. Not.
Hey, you guys remember the early access? Abikins mentioned it in the YouTube chat. There used to be like a little arena that you went into. A lot has changed since the start of early access. Alright, somebody is speaking to us and we are currently in some weird plane of existence. Weirdness. And for some reason, our character was able to travel here.
I have been waiting a long time for someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place?
What are you?
I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I was at some point, but I do not anymore. I just am.
What is this place?
I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison, deep in the weirdness.
And why are you here?
And you? Why are you here?
Luality's so fun. Was pleasantly surprised when Wolf showed her clip in one of his vids. I've known Luality for a very long time because keep in mind, Luality and myself, like kind of one of the biggest moments for our channel. She's more so a streamer over a YouTuber, and I'm more so a YouTuber over being a streamer. But a huge period of growth for both of our channels was Baldur's Gate 3. So we've known each other for a long time, and she was also at the Larian Studios media presentation and all that. We play a lot of the same games too. I was transported here by a morbid statue, spirit.
Are men here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together.
What's up, Kit?
Now that I'm free.
Okay, we're gonna walk with this guy apparently. This is a cool little scene. Kind of take a stroll through his past.
I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood.
Thank the heavens. Oh my god. I thought that was it. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it's just in the prologue or if that's how it works in general. I don't know. I feel like I've died falling off of things before. Didn't notice that little gap. That would have been so bad if I had to restart. Oh man, I would have been so disappointed. So here is Arthur and his knights and his forces on the shores of Avalon fighting the plague.
In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Foredwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs. Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things.
So beautiful.
Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that.
This has got to be the best looking part of the game. Looks so good.
We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it, but the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Immune to bleed. Resistant to fire or resistant to burn? I don't know about resistant to fire. See how dark this is? Look at the body. Bodies are just everywhere. Be a little bit difficult to shoot in the third person sometimes. God, the magic feels so good. So good. I like how it's kind of hard too, like there's no like aim assist or anything. I wonder how hard it is with controller. Might be really hard. All good, Chris. Not every game's for everyone, right? I don't know if I'd call it a Skyrim clone, though. It definitely follows the Scrolls-like formula, but I think clone might be a bit exaggerated. It is a totally different story, lore. There's so many systems and mechanics that Skyrim doesn't have that this game has. What's up, Zeppelin? Hey, Guts. Fine with controller? Okay. What's up, Grumpy? Such a good cutscene. Finally can rest again. I don't know if that's what it said. Oh, here we go. You guys ready? Let's go. What's up, Matt? Not on Game Pass, no. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself, King Arthur. Such a good cutscene.
Oh, awaken thee, once and future king.
Yeah, it's deep, it's dark, it's mature. All right. And now we're in some alien-looking room. Some Geiger room. Another problem that you have with third person is when you look down, notice how it like hunchbacks your character. I think that's because the design of the game was primarily for first person, and that's the animation that worked to make first person look good. Look at this damn place. We shall be returning here.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
Okay. I am his oath.
The weight
of duty shields the faithful. Bruh, this shit's crazy.
I am his burden, the man beneath the myth.
Before we take this one right here, take a look at this, folks. So cool. And I love how Arthur is just like this old, deteriorated man. Excalibur.
I am his hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach.
Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the price paid for touching the unreal.
Thanks, Chris.
Yes, I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake.
The early access version of the story was so different with Arthur.
I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for bringing me here.
You're welcome, my king.
I believe I owe you, young one.
It's an honor, my king.
I appreciate it. But let us leave decorum and honors for times of leisure. For now, we need to make way for Avalon. I have to see my kingdom again.
I will be his squire.
I trust you'll accompany me. Or would you rather stay in this wretched place?
What even is this place, my king?
I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer.
Why were you imprisoned here?
Trust me. I wish I knew. I remember death. Then darkness. A terrible loneliness. Ages upon ages of solitude. And these are all the details I have. Perhaps, in time, I'll remember more. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity. I must see the legacy of the Age of Conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory.
Forget about the Grail he owes you. Sorry, Arthur.
No!
We have some Horcruxes to find.
I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough for now. I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns.
What if I don't want that?
I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have.
It's an honor, my king.
You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition. And since it seems that fate has bound us together, let us make the best of it, seeing my legacy through the eyes of another. A true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience.
Let's make way for Avalon then.
Oh, what an adventure this will be.
Imagine having King Arthur inside. Oh, that would have sounded weird. Never mind. The knight said we'll meet again when I find a way off the island. Asylum. That was Caradoc. Let's go ahead and take a look at the quest journal real fast, though. King Arthur asked me to find more pieces of his soul in order to bring him back. You know, rather simple, somewhat familiar story premise, but I really like it. I love finding pieces of souls. I loved it in Harry Potter too, like trying to destroy all the pieces with Voldemort's soul. I thought it was a great story, and I like it in other stories, and I like it in this game too. And I like how we're going to be coming back to this chamber. Okay, do we have anything that I haven't equipped yet? Nope, we're looking good. All right. Did pick up a hammer. Take that sword. I wish I could, Phil. I wish I could. You'll see Excalibur soon enough. I'll show it to you probably within about 20 minutes, actually. You've unlocked your first soul fragment. From now on, you can safely enter the weirdness and interact with various machinery. But King Arthur has given us some interesting powers. And we're going to go fight the main boss now. This one shouldn't be too bad, but I don't know how hard he hits on hard mode. For any of you guys that are tuning in right now, I'm playing on the hard difficulty, but with survival mode toggled on, which is basically permadeath. You can't save the game. When you die, it's game over. If I keep dashing, my evasion keeps leveling up. I love systems like this. Kingdom Come Deliverance had it, where as we do things, we are passively leveling up different skills. And then on top of that, we also have the ability to invest points, of course. Well, can I put on the campfire here? I can't. We're also going to be investing points into skill trees and attributes, but all of these will be leveling up passively as you do those skills. So for example, I was just evading to travel, to move around. I keep evading, my evasion skills going up. As we sprint around, my athletics is going up. As you wear certain armor weights, your weight goes up. And one of the biggest confusions of this game is, so if you take a look here under endurance, you can see we have a light armor, a medium armor, and a heavy armor category. Slightly increases the bonuses and lowers the penalty of having said armor. In this game, it doesn't matter if an armor piece looks heavy or if it is heavy. What matters is your armor bar and where you fall into it. So right now we're in the light category. If I go ahead and put on something a little bit heavier, now I'm in the medium category. It doesn't matter if I have on 2 pieces of heavy armor and the rest are light. Whatever category you fall into, that is the type of armor that you're leveling up. A little bit confusing because everybody looks at the armor piece and tries to figure out if it's heavy or light, because a lot of other games have those systems. This one is all total armor weight, and that's what you end up leveling up. I think I actually like that. It's kind of a cool system. I want to go back to light though. How can I do that? That's 2.2. Take off the boots. There we go. Shit, where'd I just come from? Wrong way. Some sort of magic build, Sebastian. Probably, definitely have some summons out. I think that'll be a big help for me. What's up, Mike? What do you call Voldemort when he wears winter clothes? I don't know. Oh, Voldemort? No, Voldemort. Keep your grippers out. We must abandon the vision, because what is beyond the sea came to us, and we do not want it. We must leave to defend ourselves. They are coming. The Titans will stay. Go ahead and grab the weird plasm right here. We created the Titans, for we need their work. Guard the peace of the working Titans, for without them we would not have power within our walls. Away from Tuathan, only the power of what is underground allows us to reach where the weirdness does not. Even when we leave, the Titans will not stop working. It is how they were created. With their power, one day we will manage to learn what lies beyond the sea. We'll grab that weird plasm, and then we're just going to jump down here. I don't want to take any damage, and hopefully I don't die right here. Please, please, please don't die. I am actually going to enable a two-handed sword for this. I have no idea how hard this guy hits. Oh god. Knew it was there and it still scared me. Alright, soul fragments grant you a measure of King Arthur's power. Activate a soul fragment to experience temporary effects such as increased damage or slowed time. Rest at a bonfire and select the appropriate option to recharge the king's power. Okay, I just used my special power. So he's immune to the burn, but he's not immune to taking damage, so... Okay, and then we pick up the Ring of Toughness, which I would normally put on. It increases encumbrance by 25, but on hard mode, survival mode, I need the health ring. As much of that as I can get. This is like almost more fun playing through it the second time. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because like I know the mechanics better. I'm not as stressed out. I don't know. This is a lot of fun right now. Nice. Hey, Zyfiel, what's up? Yeah, I'm happy that we got 500 something in here for an indie RPG. Shout out to all you guys. Alright, so this is where you start to realize that the world designers, the environmental design team at Questline knows what the hell they're doing. Because we could just go straight over here, talk to Caradoc, and push on to Chapter 1. But if you're a player who likes to explore, you'll quickly learn that exploration is rewarded in this game. And the fact that they do it so early on in the prologue sets the vibe for the rest of the game. So I think it's very important for studios to not be afraid to hide some items and stuff early on in the game. because the players that do find those items will feel very accomplished, and it will incentivize and encourage them to continue exploration throughout the entire game. They did a good job on this island, because you'll see why in just a moment, because we're going to go to the back side of the island. Keep an eye out for dig sites too. You know, what's up, Lucky? Yeah, you can switch between first and third person, but keep in mind, I feel like I have to say this every time because it's important to note that the game was designed for first person and third person was added as a last minute addition because everybody was requesting it. So it's not fully fleshed out, but in my opinion, it works pretty good. It is just a little janky and unpolished, but grab that, grab that. Grab the feathers. Once again, when you're trying to figure out if an item is worth something or used for something, just look at the item description. So the feathers are crafting regents. So we know to hang on to those and pick up more. Alright, to the back side of the island we go. That is a quest. I forgot to mention that in my Asylum video, but we just picked up another side quest here. The world is silent. I found a letter describing the heresies happening on the island Asylum. The prior might be interested in this discovery. I should find someone to deliver the letter to. Picking up all the sage I can. Come over here. We can get ourselves a little French hat. Oh my god, look how funny my character looks right now. Maybe I can put on better armor. Hold on, let's see. I just want to still be in the light category. Oh, so close. Take off the boots again. Phil with the $50 super chat after all the gifteds and the other donations. Holy crap, Phil. Thank you, man. Yo, Vile, what's up, dude? You been playing this or what? Thanks for introducing me to this game. There you go. Apparently you have been playing it. Spoke too soon. I've been having a blast doing a Witcher build. That's awesome, man. There's so many possibilities for potions in this game. There's even potions in this game that you can throw at enemies. Like I said, they just went above and beyond with all these systems and mechanics. Like, crafting potions that you can chuck at opponents for devastating effects. Alright, I have to go back out to the ships. I just want to make sure I get all this first because I don't want to miss this. And then we're going to be heading into chapter 1 here shortly. Alright, back out this way. And if you look into the distance... Wait, isn't there a dig site? Hold on, I think I missed something. If you look into the distance right here, you can see some sunken ships, and players that have an exploratory heart, an adventurous mind, will of course go out there. And it's important. It always blows my mind that you actually have like some studios out there that will do this, and there'll be no items on the ships or anything of interest at all. And the minute that you go out there and you spend your time going all the way out to a ship in the distance and you find nothing or crap, especially early on in the game, it just completely dissuades you from giving a shit about exploration in the game. Let's go check these out, see what awaits. We need the tavern. The tavern is still closed right now, okay? Too many of you guys were getting too drunk. I had to close it down. We had to cool off. We'll open it back up soon enough. Thanks for the Twitch Prime appetizer. Appreciate it. Heading back to the YouTube chat. I don't blame you. Everybody's YouTube chat's pretty damn cool. Especially with Phil hanging around. Alright. That. Now we just picked up the Archer's Ring. So any of you guys that are playing a bow character, you definitely want that Archer's Ring early on. You can find probably all of these in Act 1. I actually started a list. I have like 85% of the Act 1 map completely explored with notes taken on all the items and everything. Probably find all of those rings actually in Act 1 too. But still, it's nice to start off with a 15% increase to bow damage. My character looks so cool right now. You know what's funny too? What's up, Hemlock? You know what's funny too? Is that if you swim, if any of you guys are playing on non-permadeath mode, I encourage you to swim as far as you can out into the ocean. There's a special cutscene just for that. I can't do it for reasons. You guys can probably understand what those reasons are. Looking like a little underwater lockpicking 101. Oh, I get up on the ship. We're gonna get up on there somehow. There we go. Come on, come on. We'll grab. Oh, I stripped the guy naked. I didn't mean to do that. All right, so we picked up a dull broadsword. It's not nearly as good as the one that you get from the Wailing Effigy, the one that I have currently equipped. And I also picked up 2 amulets. The first amulets that you can find in the game, we have the Novice Amulet, increased spell power by 5%. And then also the Warrior Amulet, increased physical damage by 1. So they kind of take care of like most of the base builds that you could do in this game right away in the prologue to get you started off with some bonuses. But yeah, if you swim out that way for probably like 45 seconds, you get a cutscene. Like there's a whole cutscene for it. It's a 2D cutscene, but it's still pretty cool, and you get game over. Wow, they actually made the water way better. Remember in early access and on the test builds that I was on, the water was very, very wacky. You were never swimming right, and you were always like above the waves. This is way better. What's up, Sushi? So as far as RNG loot, the chests are stationary. Loot in this game, when it comes to like food, crafting regents, potions and stuff like that, that type of loot is randomized. But when it comes to weapons, white weapons might be randomized. When it comes to anything that's like unique or rare, those are always static loot, and you're going to find them in the same chests on every single playthrough. So that's why I was able to make a video going over all the items in the Asylum, because there's a dig site that I missed around here, because all the items that are powerful that people care about are they're not going to leave. They're in the chest, same chest for everybody. I swear there's a dig site around here. Am I losing my mind? Only thing I have left to do. Maybe there's not a dig site. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Caradoc, and we're going to be heading into the first open world map. This has been pretty fun so far. I love the way my character looks too. Let's take a little photo. You guys ready? Cheese. Cheese. This guy looks like an absolute madman. And I love it. I never even checked out all these before. Super cool. Zombie dandelion. Oh, there's a dig site back towards where the fire is? Okay, alright, I'll keep an eye out. Okay, anybody see any dig sites here? must have missed it. Nothing that important inside it though, because I would have written it down. All right, here's our buddy Caradoc. Actually, before we go to him, step over here. And we have the nobleman's boots. These will look pretty funny on my character, actually. Am I still in the light category? No, I'm not, damn it. Maybe we'll just not wear pants. How about that? I actually swam around all these rocks and everything to try to find like a hidden chest out there. I didn't find anything.
There you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. What kept you so long?
Sheogora. If it was a test, I'd better have passed.
Call it whatever you want, but you made it back, and in better shape than before. The Red Death's gone, so either you're lucky, or you picked up something useful in there.
So I did test this out. I have to do way more testing when it comes to permutations, but you can get two very different scenes that play out here. I think they both result in a similar outcome, but the way the scenes play out is very different. We're gonna go ahead and not tell him that we found King Arthur. I have no idea what happened to me.
Really? Then can you explain how you were suddenly cured of an illness that nobody knows how to cure?
I told you, I have no idea, Caradoc.
Well, maybe the fact you were able to do that is why I was supposed to break you out of this place. Anyway, get some rest. We'll have to set sail soon, before the Red Priests find us here.
What do you want from me?
From what I understand, the Red Priests must have done something to you. Something that can prove useful during my quest. Else, I wouldn't be sent here.
And what is this quest that you speak of?
My goal is to destroy King Arthur.
Oh.
To get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I need to find, collect, and destroy them.
They set up the story so interesting, because Caradoc's a Knight of the Round Table, and you're wondering, what the hell? Why does he want to destroy King Arthur?
Long story short, you've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening.
And why is this so important to you?
He's the reason the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every time they resurrect him, the weirdness grows stronger. Soon it will cover all of Avalon, and nobody will survive that. I've been cleaning this mess for a long time now, and I truly wish for this nightmare to end.
I don't care about all that, Caradoc.
I understand. It is your choice. I can't hold it against you. I will manage on my own. We will, however, meet again, if you decide to pursue the souls of the king. That, I can promise. But you still need a way to get out of this island. And to prove I am not your enemy, you can sail with me, unless you want to stay here and die when the Red Priests find you. That's also your choice.
And where are we going?
To the Horns of the South. It's a fortress where they keep Excalibur. My plan is to steal it, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and it needs to be destroyed next. If you do decide to be useful, here, pin this emblem to your clothes, and you should get into the Horns without any issues. And when you get inside, find the captain. Brandon's his name. He'll tell you the rest.
Let's go.
I have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Ah, and here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness.
All sorts of mechanics in this game. From now on, whenever you like to rest, level up, or cook something, you can set up a bonfire in the in-game world. Whispers represent fragments of memory unlocked by your mysterious companion. You can discuss these with him by the campfire. So let's go ahead and set up a campfire. And usually at nighttime, you'll want to power your campfire with cobwebs to prevent your resting from being interrupted, and also unlocks extra things that you can do at your campfire. But we don't have cobwebs right now. Well, I do have 10 actually. Let's first talk with King Arthur here.
Well, that man really hates me. That much is clear. It's good you didn't tell him we've met, young one. Who knows what he'd have done?
So I know what he will do if you choose that. There's a whole scene that plays out with him. And he, like, basically, you think he kills you, but he doesn't. He just thinks that he ripped Arthur out of your body, which he doesn't do that either. But there's like a scene where you think he actually kills you and it's game over, but it's not game over. Do you know why he hates you this much, my king?
No. It seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me, spoke with certainty, with anger. But to me, he's a stranger. If he was a part of my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to regain it.
He said a lot of bad things about you, you know.
That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence.
So we're off to steal Excalibur?
It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. I left my kingdom strong. It should have only grown stronger in my absence. And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
Alright, so we're going to level up first here, and I got to think about how I want to do this, although we can respec with that origin potion. And I'm thinking in my head right now I want to focus on magic and summons and stuff. I feel like that might be the best way to get through permadeath. But I really don't know. Endurance is max health, so that would certainly be useful. I might put a point into endurance to start. Endurance, although, see the thing is, so as you progress in this game, you start finding better weapons and spells. Certain spells, weapons, and armor are going to have attribute requirements too. So let's say that you want to be like a caster and like have all these cool wizard robes and stuff, but you decide to level up endurance for like the first 10 hours because you're trying to get your max health up. You're not going to meet the attribute requirement for wearing or using a lot of the spells and wizardly type armor and apparel. So I'll either go spirituality. Let's do one in endurance. I want to get my max health up a little bit. It's encumbrance limit and stamina. Nah, we'll do spirituality. Screw it. All right. And then we get our first skill tree right here, and we have 6 different categories. Strength, you have the unarmed build that you can attempt. Two-handed, one-handed, general. Endurance has shield, stamina, and health. Dexterity has parry, attack speed, movement, and bows. Spirituality is wands and cubes. This is a really cool, these are really cool items that Questline added like late early access into the game that make for some interesting builds. We have the summoning, the combat, and the general buffs. Perception has stealth, daggers, and critical hits, and then practicality has healing, crafting, and trading, statuses, and armor. Let's take a look at the summons, because I'm going to have a summon soon. Each active summon increases your mana regen by 5. No. What about general and buffs? So this is gain 10 max mana. I'm going to do that. We're going to need more mana to cast more spells. Alright, and then we can also cook at the campfire. I don't have any good stuff to cook right now. And I can fuel the campfire. And that will unlock alchemy, fast travel, and also the ability to identify items, but we don't need that right now. And I can also restore my weird soul power, which is that slow-mo attack that I did on the boss. And that costs 10 cobwebs, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we'll rest for 1 hour. What's up, Fading?
Ready? Hop on the boat.
Yeah, this is definitely different than when you tell them that King Arthur's with you, but I think they both bring you to the same outcome regardless, but... Great game. I had more fun than the Oblivion remaster. Nice, nice. I don't think so, Phil.
The sea was restless, waves slamming against the hull as you left the island Asylum behind. Garadoc's boat cut through the black waters, its course set for Avalon
Wish they animated this scene. Wouldn't be that hard to do, I don't think.
Stirred. A shudder ran through the vessel from neither wind nor tide, but from something far below. A presence, ancient and watching. And then it struck. The boat lurched violently, wood splintering as the sea itself rose in fury. A shadow moved beneath the surface, vast, coiling, inescapable. The next wave swallowed everything. Darkness took you. Salt filled your lungs, and then light. The crash of waves, the cold kiss of wet sand. You were alive. The sea had spared you, but not without a cost.
-1 to whispers. I think that just means that we exhausted our new dialogue with King Arthur. Those are called whispers. Okay, welcome to... This is where the game really begins. The prologue is so much fun. But this is the Horns of the South, Chapter 1. And it's actually quite large. There's a lot to explore. You can easily spend... People that like to do everything and explore everything, easily 25 hours here, I would think. 20 to 25 for people that like to do everything. You could probably get through it in like 10 to 15 if not. Are we experiencing a bug? Hold on, we got a little bug going on right now. Maybe it'll go away. Hold on, we'll stay in third person for a little bit. And then there's also the items that you can apply to your weapons. So I just picked up Bleeder Rogue, coats weapon for 60 seconds, inflicting bleed. So I'll maybe try to remember to do that when we come across our first opponent. Got my first short sword. We're going to switch to that. 7 to 8 damage, and I do 7 to 9 with a dagger, so we're going to keep the dagger out for now. And then one of the first things that I did when I was playing early access, and this still exists now, is I decided to just jump into the ocean and explore. And this is super fun, because this teaches you that you can find really unique and interesting items by just going off the grid and exploring things that look interesting to you. So let's take a little swim in the ocean. And I'm going to show you guys something here. If anybody's a two-handed hammer lover, this is a good place to start. There's a lot of little crevices like this that bring you into interesting places. And when I come across things like this, I'm just like, the designers just get it. Always blows my mind when other companies create a big-ass open world and they don't have like cool little things like this, little crevices to swim under. I gotta be careful, because this is permadeath, and these guys will kick my ass probably right now. So let's go out to this sunken ship. Like, it's so fitting that I'm not wearing boots, especially when I'm swimming. Hey, Ray. Ray, can I show off your artwork right now? You wouldn't mind if I showed that picture? I'm sure you wouldn't. You shared it on the Discord, but... I didn't even know, but over on my Discord server, you guys can join the Discord. The link keeps posting in the YouTube chat. I think it's in the video description too. Is that a person? Oh, this is a Grindylow. I randomly checked my artwork section. I check it like once a week. And Ray had posted some artwork that she made of Wolfheart. Caught me by surprise, because I didn't expect it. I didn't even know. She didn't even tag me. I just randomly came across it, and it's a really cool... I don't know if you do call it a digital painting. Is that the correct terminology? Okay, these guys hit pretty hard. You gotta be careful. Gotcha. We don't need the Grindylow hammer, but we do have a ship right here. All right, cool. Let me just show you guys while we got people in here. Check this out, everyone. Let me see if I can bring it up. Hold on. It'll take me 2 seconds. Then we'll get back to the game. I go to desktop. I think I have it on the desktop. Cool. Here it is. Check this out. I just randomly found this on my Discord server. Oh, wow. Get your stupid fat head out of the way. There we go. So Ray in the YouTube chat made this. How cool, right? It's amazing. I love the art style. Sometimes, like, there's certain artists, like the artist that did my channel YouTube banner. I commissioned her to do that banner because I loved her art style so much. With Ray here, I also love her style a lot too. Sometimes you just vibe with certain art styles, and I think the wolf right here it adds a nice little touch of personality holding the arrows right there, like a good companion, good boy. Yeah, thanks, Ray. This is so cool. Great job. Twitch chat likes it. Oh, yeah, look at this. I must have written these down on my sheet, but we just got our first cloak, the Cloak of Protection. It does require 2 endurance and 3 practicality. So it's really doing nothing for my character right now except weighing me down. Because I'm trying to... I wonder if I should be a medium armor wearer, actually. Caster that wears medium armor? I don't know. We're going to take it off for now. But it's a good cloak to find in the beginning of the game. Just don't have the attribute requirement for it right now. And I also picked up the Ring of Protection as well, I think I did. Was that the cloak? Cloak of Retribution. Taking damage increases lifesteal by 2%. Then we picked up the Ring of Protection, which is armor increased by 1. I think I'll just... I wonder what's better, armor or max health? Try armor for a little bit. Hey Moog, what's up? Doing pretty good. How about yourself? A little bit of old school Disney animated prints in there. Actually, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. I can feel that vibe a little bit. If you guys come across sharpening stones, make sure to pick them up. They're used for upgrading weapons and a couple other really important crafting activities. So, if you're a player that doesn't mind really searching everything, you just picked up some... So all these I just picked up right here. Let me show you guys these real fast. We can put these into our quick slots. I can do the throwing knives or those potions I just picked up. So the Razor Splash Concoction, the Poison Splash Concoction, and the Chilling Splash Concoction. We can put this on our quick slots, and I can also do the throwing knives also. And then you can throw them with the same buttons that you would use to cast a potion. So if we switch to the concoction, we can chuck that at an opponent, and I can also chuck the throwing knives too. Isn't that awesome? We're gonna go ahead and put potions back and mana back. And we're going to take a little swim here. For the adventurous, a special item awaits at the bottom of the ship. And remember where it's at. Guess I missed it. Crap. Really appreciate that the devs make this item very easy to miss. Look at it, just sitting there. You can barely see it. Oh crap, oh man, I better not die. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I remember in Subnautica I played permadeath and I drowned to death. Personal Diary of Captain Lex. We have a coin, and then the Aegis of Retribution. So that's a little bit easier to find because it's in a chest, but we just picked up 2 really cool items. So the hammer right here requires 9 strength and 3 perception. As you can see, I would only deal 3 damage with it because I don't meet the attributes. Attacks staggered enemies, or attacking staggered enemy deals double damage. So that would be like a 2-handed weapon that you would want to parry a lot with to try to stagger your opponent. And then you deal an insane amount of damage. It actually really fits the look of my character right now. I look like a crazy clown, don't I? Look like the clown in Baldur's Gate 3 in the Rivington district. What was his name? Dribbles? Dribbles? And then we also picked up that really cool looking shield. I don't meet the attributes for this either. 30% of the parry damage is dealt to the attacker. Look at that. That looks amazing. For me, it'll still do 48 block, and my wooden shield does 70, so I'm going to want to stick with the wooden shield. If I wasn't playing permadeath hard mode, I would definitely use it without meeting the attribute requirements, but I need everything I can get, every advantage I can get. And then on the back side of this island, we also have... If I can get around, we also have another item that I can pick up. Look like a demon chef. I don't think you can pick the knives up again. To be honest, I don't know if I've tried. But I don't think you can. Love me some parry gameplay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be attempting that on permadeath mode because it's very risky. Okay, so this is probably, I think, the most powerful summon that you can get in Chapter 1, called Summon Keeper. And this is probably going to carry me through this entire act, and I plan on using the crap out of it. The problem with it, though, is that it uses up a lot of your max mana, so I'm left with very little mana to cast other spells. So I'm going to have to hopefully level up quickly to get my max mana up so I can still use that summon and also still use my spells. But let's go ahead and equip that. I don't know if it has an attribute requirement. It does. It requires 10 spirituality. But the thing is, I think it still is really good in the beginning. Let's go ahead and put it on my blood transfusion. And I'm going to call it in. What else did I just pick up? Newest, we picked up the Village Healer's Robe, so we don't need that. Let's go ahead and let me just check that island, and we're going to head back. Go to the keep so I can start selling items. Well, let's see if the summons works. No, I don't have enough mana for it right now. But soon enough. So it requires, that's the reason why I can't cast it. It requires 67 mana. And I only have 62 mana right now. Wonder if there's an item that I have that could increase that. We have the mana ring on. I don't think I have anything else. So we're just gonna have to wait probably like 20-30 minutes before my mana goes up. And then I can actually do that. We're just gonna keep, yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Zayfiel, if only you play BG3 with this much power gaming, you could probably solo Honor Mode. BG3, what is that game? Never heard of it. Hey, we picked up a spear too. You know, I'll probably, Larian's next game, I probably will Zayfiel. When Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I still, like, every year that passes, I get better and better at understanding, like, what I want to do with games and how I want to create content. And the way I handled this game was I explored every single inch and nook and cranny, everything I possibly could in Chapter 1, and took a bunch of notes and tested things out. I didn't do that with Baldur's Gate 3. And then after, you know, after people have already discovered everything, and there's a million YouTube videos and you lose motivation to even want to do it, but Larian's next game, I'll definitely be doing that, so I'll be a meta power gamer, or whatever Larian has cooking. Oh damn, these guys are powerful. I don't think I should be doing this. Holy crap. Actually, maybe I won't do it with Larian's next game, because I'll be doing probably a Let's Play series again, and I won't do that in the Let's Play series. Burn! This guy might be able to one-shot me. I gotta be very, very careful here. Biatch. Alright, we're gonna head back this way, unless there's a fast travel point up here. I don't think I have any business being up here right now. This is a little bit too risky. Although there is a shrine right there. So there's things called shrines that are scattered throughout the open world, and also statues. And finding them and giving them what they need for their offering will give you some nice items and also stat boosts. So let's go check this shrine out without dying. Gotta be careful because there's some creatures around here. I don't know if it's Grindylows or what. Druidic Shrine. So if we pray at it, make an offering of animal parts. Get 5% incoming healing, 3% critical damage. We have to give one animal component, and I picked up a bunch of them. Let's go ahead and let's give a heart. And now we got XP and all sorts of stuff. Definitely want to find as many of those as you possibly can. And actually, we're going to go up this way. This is going to be a little risky, but we're going to get ourselves a little pet here to make the world a little bit brighter. Spear is nice because it does actually have a good reach. It's funny. Definitely want to pick up the skulls too. Yeah, so dual wielding the same spells just allows you to cast it twice. So double the power. You can cast them at the same time, which makes it look different. Okay, we gotta be careful down there. I want to go up to the top of this. I don't want to get killed here. These guys are so hard to hit. We're gonna go sword and board. Shit. Shit. Oh my god, I'm about to die. This is very, very dangerous. Don't have a lot of stamina right now. This is intense. On permadeath. Good thing is the more that every time we use magic, every time I sprint, every time I evade, we're leveling up those passive skills too, so. Keep in mind that I'm running music with the copyright music thing disabled right now, or enabled. So there's a mode for like streamers and content creators, because some of the music in this game gets copyright claimed on YouTube for some reason. So they enable the disable copyright music. So you guys aren't even getting like the actual soundtrack when you're watching a streamer or a YouTuber. There's some pretty good songs that don't play when you have that on. You little bastard. Oh crap, I just wasted my weird song power. Damn it, I clicked the mouse button by accident. Alright, so here's our first statue, and you definitely want to click on all these statues because you get a level increase, and this is going to be for the bow. We have Kaelin, the Wolf Rider. Oh shit. Kaelin had the soul of a true warrior, a fierce instinct to protect others, a willingness to stand on the front line, and a love of simple, direct solutions. Archery, +1. You're probably best actually coming to the statues later on in Act 1, when it takes longer to level up one of those skills, but that's too much work. And here he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself.
So you did find something in the island asylum, and you brought it back to the mainland. You could have told me, and yet you decided to lie.
Trust has to be earned, Caradoc.
Have you already forgotten how you were rotting in a cell that reeked of blood, waiting for the priests to turn you inside out? And have you also forgotten who it was exactly who got you out of that cell? If it weren't for me, you'd be nothing but a brain in a jar by now. But I don't blame you. There are no hard feelings on my end. Our king always was a master at manipulation, and he did heal you of the Red Death.
How did you figure out Arthur's with me?
You don't remember? I didn't have to figure anything out. He saved you when the monster attacked us at sea. Arthur, can you hear me, you parasite? I am coming for you.
Hey, Gothwolf, what's up? He doesn't remember you, Caradoc.
Oh, I will make him remember.
Dustin, thank you so much for the massive $20 super chat. I never seem to get enough time to watch your streams, so I wanted to contribute when I could. Love to watch your VODs on YouTube. Cool, man. Welcome to the live. Thanks for the 20. What are you doing here?
Same thing I always do. Cleaning up the mess our king's actions and decisions left behind in this world. There was a beast down there that needed to be put down. Hideous thing.
This shows you how powerful Caradoc is, because you're going to see that beast here shortly. How did you survive the storm?
I have my ways. I don't think I have to answer if you didn't grant me the courtesy of telling me the truth.
So what? You're on your way to steal Excalibur now?
No, that's your job. You can decide to help me, you can decide to help him. At this point, it doesn't even matter, since we're both after the same thing. I'm sure he wants to regain his power, and I want to destroy every single piece of his soul. Either way, you'll be helping us both. Now, it was nice talking to you, but I can't stay here all day. I'll be keeping a close watch over your journey.
I thought you were going to fight me.
No, I don't have an issue with you. And now that I saw the extent of his power, even in his weakened state, I realize it would be pointless to try to free you of him. I'll need something stronger than the blade I carry with me.
Aren't you going to help me out with getting Excalibur?
No. You know what to do. You will be doing it, and I have other matters to take care of. But if you want my help, all right? Once again, I can prove I'm not your enemy. You can ask me one question, and I'll answer truthfully. Or I can give you an artifact I found in this cave. It should help you with your continued survival.
Can't remember what the artifact is. I wrote it down. So I did go through all these questions. I save scummed and asked. You get like 5 questions that you can ask, but you can only ask 1. So I just kept save scumming and coming back and getting more answers. Some really interesting questions that you can ask with some really interesting answers that give you a hint as to the story. But we're going to take the artifact.
Smart choice, although not the one I was expecting. Here, I hope you'll find it useful. We'll meet again.
All right, so what did we get? Oh, yes, it's a Men Here figure. That was a great choice right there. So we're going to go ahead and consume that. Why is it not showing in my inventory? Oh, there it is. And my max health is going to go from 53 to 58. All right, so let's go see what beast that this guy just slayed and how powerful Caradoc really is. This is called the Lair of the Beast. Jack says this looks like a proper RPG game that reminds me of the games we get back in the day on PS1 and 2 and PC, right? Yeah, proper RPG, exactly. That's why I love it so much. Thanks again, Dustin. All right, so if we come in here, any of you guys that are playing are probably, if you missed this, you're probably going to come back to this right now. Oh, we just picked up my first soul cube. I think it'd be really cool to do a soul cube build. So if you guys take a look here, what you do is you wield a soul cube in one hand and then a spell or a weapon in the other hand. And the soul cube is basically like you charge it up and then you unleash like an ultimate power. So this one's the Pyroclast core, charged by dealing fire damage. And once I dealt 1,000 fire damage, I can then summon a burning rain of fire within an area for 12 seconds. I can't do it right now, I don't think, because I don't have the spirituality requirement. But you would obviously pair this with Burning Ember, for example, one of the fire spells. And the more fire damage that I deal, that little fire core in my character's left hand right there starts growing and pulsing. And once you've done 1,000 damage, then you can call in that ultimate. Really cool weapon. I don't know like other games that have, like, there's a lot of unique things about this game. I don't know any other games that have like soul cubes that you can equip in your hands. I wonder who came up with that. And then you can build like your entire build around soul cubes if you want. You don't even have to be a magic user, so to say, although some of them do require spirituality. But some of the soul cubes like require you to kill 5 enemies holding it in your hand, and then that's how you charge it. So it's not just for casters. Oh my Lanta. Caradoc slayed that beast. Look at this thing. So cool, so dark. But if you come over here, look what we're gonna find. Once again, the game rewards those who explore and look out for things. We have a questing beast egg right here. Once carried for long enough, it can be hatched by resting near a bonfire. Steps to hatch 5,000. So let's just walk a few steps right here. Oh no, I'm over encumbered. And now you can see we're down to, where'd it go? There it is. 4,994. This weighs a crap ton, so I do have to, we're gonna have to drop a couple things. We're gonna start with armor here. Let's go to bag, armor, and we're gonna sort by weight. And we're gonna drop some of the pointless armor right here. Like that's worth not that much, only worth 15. Only weighs 0.2 though, really? That's worth 20. We'll drop that one, that one, that one. We're down to 112. Drop the linen pants. Okay, now I'm down to 110. So we're going to want to go immediately to the keep so I can get access to my stash. I'm no longer encumbered. And I think that's all that's in this cave. Oh, why am I... Did I drop what I was wearing? What was I wearing before? Okay. I don't think there's anything else in this cave. But that is the creature. If any of you guys have been watching my videos, my Tainted Grail videos, you'll see like a little creature running around with me. And that's how you find the egg to eventually hatch the creature. Didn't get too far yet, but I found a wand. It's the only thing a wand can be used for is melee, and obviously its stats. Yeah, so... Yeah, the melee is actually not bad with them, but the main thing with the wands and the developers' ideas behind the wands, I know you probably want to shoot magic out of it, I did too. The thing with wands though is it's supposed to complement your magic. So you have wands that build, like there's a lot of pretty powerful wands in this game. If you carry it in one hand, it's going to increase all sorts of magic powers that you have. I think you can even like have it in one hand and mess around with it. Like the more you block, it builds up your mana, and then you can switch to a different weapon preset and still have the benefits of what that wand did for you. I get what you're saying, but some of the wands are quite powerful. All right, it's currently nighttime, which means that all the creatures out in the wild here are going to get a little wacky and chaotic, and they're going to start dropping interesting items too. Start dropping ethereal cobwebs we can use to power our fire. Let's kill this guy. this guy bleeding. There we go, get that bleed effect going. Get a bleed and a burn. Anyway, so I just picked up some ethereal cobweb. Let's go ahead and drop a fire. I don't have enough. I only have 7, so I can't fuel the fire, but we can level up and also talk to Arthur, because I got a whisper when I walked into that dungeon. That creature Caradoc slew. It didn't look natural. What was it?
Not much. I never encountered one myself, but I heard stories about them. Mist bearers, like most creatures on this island,
Mist bearers
from the weirdness. They were always drawn to magic. The druids believed they fed on it in some way. Merlin forbade his apprentices from hunting them. Druids were too valuable to our war effort to be distracted by such pursuits, and they were meant to carry on Merlin's legacy should he fall. What became of them after the war, I do not know.
Alright, and we're going to level up, and I'm going to do another one into spirituality. And then for the skill trees, let's go back to spirituality and do another into max mana. Got to get myself so I can use those summons, and then we're going to rest. Try to rest until morning time. Now, because I'm not fueling the fire with the cobwebs, there's a chance that this rest might actually be interrupted. Nope, we're good. Alright, so this is the starting beach that I'm going back to. We just did kind of a little loop here, a little loop to the north, to that shipwreck to pick up that hammer. Came around to the Druid Shrine, got the pet here at the Shrine of the Forgotten God. Now we're back to the starting beach. And actually, we are going to go pick up an origin potion really quickly. Another respec potion, so I'll have 2 of them. If I remember correctly, I think there's one right up here somewhere. Should definitely, if you're not playing on permadeath like I am, you should definitely invest a couple points into some stamina stuff. You can even get an extra dash too. It makes the beginning of the game a lot more tolerable, a lot easier. You don't get tired doing as many things. I can barely mine copper ore. To wait for my stamina to come back. Okay, I thought there was an origin potion. Crap, I'm encumbered again. Really got to go back. That weighs 1. It's worth 40. I don't want to get rid of it. Doing it.
Oi! Oi! Where do you think you're going? This is my spot. You can, take the other side. Just don't get greedy.
What are you doing with this statue?
What do you think? It's good material. Be a shame to leave it rotting in the ground. Doesn't hurt that it pays well. If the keepers don't catch you, they're barely around anyway.
The statue, isn't that King Arthur?
Aye, it is. So what? It's just stone. Not like I'm chopping up the man himself.
You're right, go ahead.
For a moment there, I was worried you were one of those knobs who get their panties in a twist over disrespecting a pile of stone. I can't stand their kind, but they've never gone hungry a day in their lives.
Alright, where is this origin potion? I thought there was a dig site around here that you could get it. It's either that or it might be in the dungeon itself. I don't have enough encumbrance to keep doing this. I can't even... Do you see a dig site? Maybe it was random when I played. The dungeon's right here. I could have sworn there was a dig site here somewhere. With an origin potion, but I don't see anything. That's what I dropped. We'll go into the dungeon, just the starting room, to see if I can grab the item. There's a pickaxe right here too, if you guys didn't pick up one yet. But I definitely can't do the entire dungeon. check in here real fast. I don't think I can carry any of this. We're gonna grab the sharpening stone though. So this type of loot's all RNG. Where is it? Sharpening stone's in one of these. I can't even find it. Oh, I give up. Canine meat, blueberry, garlic, flour. Alright, the origin potion must be... Oh, we have a woodcutting axe. We're gonna grab that. Because you can cut wood in this game. Unfortunately. Gonna have to drop something again. Drop that. We're at 111 right now. Let me check my other equipment here. Weight. We can drop the small bucket. We can drop the plate. We can drop the... Save the glass bottle. We'll drop these daggers. Now I'm down to 110. Alright, we're gonna start working towards the... Oh wait, maybe it's up here. Hold on. We have some iron ore in here. A crate. Blueberries, cheese. No, I don't know where that damn origin potion is. Okay, let's go back to the keep. I did get the egg, yes. Oh, nice, Snoofy. Thanks for watching the video. Elder Scrolls basically start... Hey, son of a shepherd, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Elder Scrolls basically started out as Ultima Underworld, but bigger, and Tainted Grail definitely feels like it. You know who loves Ultima? Is Sven Vinka, the owner of Larian Studios. So Baldur's Gate 3 is inspired by Ultima in some way, shape, or form. Alright, man, there's so many things that I have to get right now that I know of. Like right here. Damn it, let's go kill this guy. I really need to just go to the keep and unlock the merchants and then come back here. You know what we can do? Watch this. I am smarter than the average bear. Check this out. We're going to wear the Ring of Encumbrance. Where is it? Or the Ring of Toughness, I think it's called. The Ring of Protection, Art... Protection... Ring of Toughness. There we go. Now I can walk around, not have to worry about encumbrance for a little bit, and we can actually do this content right here. Let me kill the wolves. Bad start. Get those damage over time started. Shit. Coming really close to dying on regular opponents, so I gotta be very careful. With that said, you do start off super weak in the beginning of the game, so... See how big? I mean, like, the world's pretty big. And this is just 1 out of 3 maps. Like, I say mid-size open world maps, but like... been running around for quite a while and only explored that much. Alright, you guys want to do some fishing? Cool little thing over here. Thought there was a fishing pole right around here somewhere. Alright, Dustin, thanks for the dono. Have a good night. Maybe catch you soon. What's up, Covert? I ate some food, which is why I was regenerated, but actually also I have a blood transfusion spell, which regenerates my health. thought. The nice thing about charging it up is I can get AoE damage, splash damage on the ground, and hit them both. Let's go ahead and use blood transfusion. Get some of my HP back here. I don't have a lot of mana right now. I'm actually gonna rest and get my HP back that way. A cool little NPC up here and a very interesting part. Not gonna spoil anything though. But we're gonna go talk to the guy and I'm gonna show you. A lot of people probably kill this guy without even realizing. But you don't have to do that. All right, got my first fishing rod. Let's go ahead and try some fishing. The fishing rod, as far as I understand, is the only crafting, like, out in the world item. So, like, you have pickaxes, woodcutter's axe, and the shovel. This is the only one that you actually have to equip on one of your slots. And you can actually catch different size fish, and you can try to like set new records for yourself. Let's see what I get here, if I get anything. It'd be a fun room to fish in if it was raining outside. I feel like there's no fish down here. One more click and I give up. Is that something swimming? Is that a fish right there? Hold on, we might have a fish. There we go. It's gotta be... Yeah, oh, I got a coin purse. Alright. So first of all, check this out, everyone. Look at this. Ooh. What is that? Oh, I'm fishing right now.
Greetings, kind. Sir? Madam? Right, so, would you perchance be interested in browsing my wares? Only the finest Avalon can offer, and I, the finest I can offer, that is.
Do a perception 15% chance? Oh, that's kind of cool.
Right, of course. Silly me. Oh, you'll have to excuse me.
I wonder what that would change.
I have very bad eyesight. This is a thing that happens to humans, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure it is.
Are you not human? So if I had a perception of 7 and talked to this guy, we would have unlocked this dialogue option right now.
Me? Of course I'm human. I was born in a human village, and my mother was a human. We lived in a house. It had a roof and holes in the walls. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be for, to be honest. But it's so easy to steal a baby through them. Not that I've ever done that. Anyway, where were we?
All right, so Mr. Cinnamon Sage right here.
I'd just be grateful if you did. It's not...
Sells a few different things here. So we have a soul cube here, the killing stroke. We have our first wand that we've come across. So this wand, blocking regenerates 100% of the magical damage blocked as mana. This would be a really good wand to accompany with magic, actually. You have to switch to your different magic preset, though, because I don't think you can block with a spell, on the other hand. We have the Nightshade Charcoal and the Feral Charm, which is the first weapon relic that I've come across on this run. And you can attach these to your weapons.
Done already?
Alright, we're done, brother. We're gonna go do some fishing up here. See if we can actually get... Oh, wow. There we go. I broke the line. Come on. Oh, my YouTube chat disappeared for some reason. Is it going to be a fish? Yes, it is. Here we go. All right, so I got a common bream, and the length is 51.1, which is my record. Let's fish off of this side. See if I can beat my record. We're too high up right now. Oh shit, I don't know what just happened right there. I wish Kingdom Come had this, and I wish Elder Scrolls games had fishing too. The Skyrim Anniversary fishing mod is not good. All right, 54.7, new record. Let's go. Different type of fish too. What is that? Hold on, let me get my YouTube chat back. I don't know what happened. It just disappeared. Okay, there we go. We're back. Yo, Mr. Hardcore, what's up, dude? I saw that you were streaming this earlier. I tried to turn on permadeath. I probably misclicked. Oh, can you turn it on while you're actually playing? You don't have to do it from the menu? What's up, Shadar? Yeah, I've been having a good time so far. Is it just me, or has there been a lot of trolls in your comments over this game? No, not really. I mean, there's the typical... There's always trolls on every video that you make, but... Damn, they hit pretty hard. Shit, about to die. Do food and lifesteal. I'd be so careful. Just one mistake, one moment where I forget that I'm playing on permadeath and it's all over. Alright, so this is actually, might be, I don't know if I should do this, but, oh god. This is very risky right now. I'm going to show you guys this though, just because I like showing cool things off in RPGs. So once again, if you're a player that likes to search for things, you are rewarded. You have an interesting lake right here, the Blood Lake. If we come all the way over here, you'll notice, why is there a staircase at the bottom? This is probably my favorite dungeon in the game in its entirety. I'm a little bit nervous to go in here right now though, because it's hard mode, permadeath. And very, very This is a very, very hard boss. There's 2 hard bosses in here, actually. I'll give you guys a peek at the first one. You actually get to talk. There's very interesting lore and story going on in this dungeon. Check this out. Look at this. I'm going to come back here, though, a little bit later on, because we're going to end up fighting him. He's friendly right now, but Mallory. And then it's going to unlock the Blood Lake dungeon. It's so cool. I read all the lore notes and everything, and I was just so infatuated by it. I don't have the balls to do it right now, though. The final boss of that dungeon is very agile, and I think I would die. It's always interesting to me, though. Kind of, you know, what kind of like, they must have some interesting doors right there to prevent the water, the blood from going through the door. Have some good O-rings. You know what I could do? I could go grab the blood sword. There's a sword to the north in a lake. It's a really cool one-handed sword. I think it's somewhere in this region. You just got to get to the lake, and there's a body that's dead, and the sword sticking through the body. It's a really cool weapon to get. Alright. I think we're gonna rest past nighttime right now. Let me just unlock the fast travel point. Look how cool this looks. Damn, my stamina is so bad. One-handed went up, nice. Alright, our first fast travel point has been unlocked. How damn cool is that? It's like the visuals overall in this game, like, yeah, they're not that great. You can tell that it's an indie game, but like there's times at nighttime when you're in the prologue and you go through Arthur's memories where it looks really, really good too. Purge energy? I'm not sure. Nah, I have no idea. Oh, you can block if you put, interesting. Thank you for that tip, Sebastian. I actually have to make a change. I'll have to do something to the pinned comment to my beginner's guide. So you can block with a weapon and a spell. You just have to put it in the right hands. Okay. Isn't this super scary? Shit. I don't mean to do that, but I need stuff from the deer. Oh man. Oh my gosh, this is, I don't know. You guys are gonna see some crazy shit right now. I think I'm gonna do it. All right, first we have a statue. Gets my one-handed up. This is a very interesting NPC right here. I don't know if I want to attempt this or not. How much encumbrance do I have? 124 out of 1. I don't think I'm going to be able to carry his armor. So this knight will challenge you to a duel, and you can get his armor and his weapons if you win. Kind of not hard to kill if you have time and you don't mind evading him and you have a summons to do all the damage for you. But probably a bad idea right now for me, especially when I don't have good summons. But if you're a heavy armor wearer and you like heavy weapons and stuff, talk to this guy early on in your run. Yeah, so let's check that summon spell. Let's see if I can. Let's grab it. Summon Keeper. So I need 10 spirituality to take full advantage of it, and I still don't have enough. Oh. Hold on. I can. So this is a very powerful summons right here. Maybe I should attempt this boss fight. What do you guys think? If I make one mistake, it's going to be over. I think I have to do it. I gotta think for a second. Hold on. To get the soul salvage spell. So to dismiss summons in this game, you have to use the soul salvage spell or let them die. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Trying to remember where the soul salvage spell is. Is it in the miner's dungeon? How much encumbrance do I have? I'm at 124 out of 135 right now. Let's unlock the fast travel point up here. Gotta risk it. I'll fight him. I just have to dismiss him first and then resummon him when the fight actually starts. Because if I start the fight with him outside of it, he might get stuck outside of the... There's like a little blood circle that's created when you duel him, and the summons will get stuck outside, and then I won't be able to use the summons. Alright, we're gonna quickly go back here. I'm gonna try to find the soul salvage spell. So I can dismiss my summons, and also... Yeah. Gonna go back to that miner's cave. Not miners as in young people. Miners as in M-I-N-E-R-S. Now that I have the Ring of Encumbrance equipped. What's up, Don? What's good at permadeath if there's no risk? Oh, there's been plenty of risk. Everything I do, there's risk. I've almost died from some of the regular enemies. Alright, we can come back in here and maybe grab some stuff. I'm going to try to find the soul salvage spell. You know what? Let me bring up my notes real fast. I have a Google Doc with all this stuff. You guys want to see the notes I was taking? I'll show you right now. Hold on. So this is weapons. This is Act 1. Weapons, spells, and items. Check this out. Alright, so here's the Asylum. So we have Horns of the South. So I'm looking for... These are all... Everything I wrote down as I was playing. This is only like 80% of Chapter 1 right here. All this is like special armor, special items, special blue items, rings, very cool armor sets, good weapons. Let's go soul salvage right here. So light cast. Found in the chest in the miner's cave just outside the water. Also given to you by the necromancer in the crypt when you don't kill him or draw. Okay, all right. All right. Don't be pausing the what's up, Jonathan? Don't be pausing and taking a screenshot of that and then cheating your games, okay? I'll probably have a video going over like Act 1 spells and items and powerful weapons and stuff sometime, maybe in like a couple days. It's going to be a very long video, so. Alright, let's go ahead and do this cave and see what happens. Keep a health potion handy. Keep a health potion handy. Hopefully I have enough encumbrance to get me through this entire cave right here. This could be a little bit risky though. So the reason why the summon keeps spawning in front of me is because they actually almost did away with summons. And I like told them not to. I don't think they listened to me in particular, but I was giving them feedback throughout early access, and I was working with them for the development updates. They brought back summons, first they weren't going to keep them because they're having problems with them. I think the pathing for the summons doesn't really work well, so instead of having the summons get lost on the map and not be able to follow you well, it just teleports in front of you every so often. It's kind of annoying, but it's a workaround for them, so. They're a small studio. Some of the problems that they encounter. Oh my gosh, this is, I know what's down here. This might be the end of the run. This might be it, folks. Now, if you cast the summon spell again, it tells the summons who to target. It's really cool. I don't have much magic because the summons has taken up all my, lowered my max mana super low. But you can't go wrong with a two-handed sword, right? Good job, summons. Summons is really good. Gonna eat some food. We're gonna go check down here. I think there's a little bit of a mini boss fight that I'm a little bit worried about right now. Yep. Oh shit. Here we go. Oh my god, it's so much. You gotta be kidding me. That is so much damage. Come on, summons, do something. Wish I had arrows right now. See how strong the summons? I think they're just both missing each other, though. I think they're both stupid. Okay, we live to see another day. Won't die that easy. Keeper's your least favorite summons? So powerful though. In the first chapter early on, just like he never dies. And he actually does alright damage sometimes. But like he's the only summons that can withstand a shit ton of damage against the more powerful enemies. So I like the Keeper summons. Probably my least favorite too though, but pretty powerful to have. If you're trying to not fight the enemy yourself. Okay, where is this damn soul salvage spell? Somewhere outside of the water, so I'm very close to it right now. And then if I could fight the... If I could fight that one guy to end the stream tonight, that would be pretty epic. Sharpening Stone, Pearl, the Reaper's Shroud. So we got another... I'm going to leave those clubs. We got another Soul Cube right here. And this Soul Cube... Charged by killing. So we can actually use this one right now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go... Dagger and Soul Cube for this one. And you need 5 kills, and then you can stun and push back all nearby enemies. Let's take a look and see what this one looks like. Cool. Soul Cubes are such a cool concept. Is that all that's in here? Is that it? I missed something. Oh, there's 2. Okay, I see what's up. They both look the same. Alright, here it is. So we got two more summon spells here. The Wolf's Call and the Soul Salvage. And the Soul Salvage is going to let me dismiss that summons. So if we grab Soul Salvage, removes targeted summon, restoring up to 75% of the mana used. And if we do a heavy cast, it removes targeted summon and restores your health based on its current health and the mana cost of its initial summoning. And I also picked up the Wolf Summon, so let's go ahead and let's switch to the Wolf so you guys can just see. Wolf's alright. Where is my summons? Did he not come down here with me? I don't think he did. I like the spell animation though for Soul Salvage. Oh, you know what? Oh, nice. Geographer's Ring, Hailstone. Damn, the Hailstone spell's down here too. See what that's all about. Shoots a small chilling projectile. Heavy cast shoots a larger chunk of chilling ice. Let's put one right here. We'll dual wield fire and ice. And the Geographer's Ring, what does that do? Increase movement speed multiplier by 5% when not in combat. That's something that I would use. Hey, got myself a new silk hat. I think I like the white one better. Hailstone is powerful. Yeah, I like it. Man, I'm encumbered. Damn it. What can we drop here? Let's drop the brick hammer, the wooden club, and the broken dull sword. There we go. So here's Hailstone. Quick cast, and then heavy cast. Alright, where did that stupid summons go? Let's see if we can get him to show himself so I can dismiss him for you guys. I don't see him in... Oh, here he is. Alright, goodbye, brother. Isn't that awesome? Then I get my mana back, and then we can go ahead and let's call in the wolf now. Can actually do up to 3 wolves at one time. You can do 5. You unlock certain skill tree nodes. I don't think it'll let me do 4. No, so you can have 3 summons out, up to 5 though if you unlock certain nodes. Alright, come with me, wolves, let's go. I got what I needed, but since we're in here, we might as well finish the dungeon now. Hopefully they follow me. That might be it, actually. Okay, nice. That was it, I think. Short little dungeon. This is going to bring me out a different exit/entrance than where we went in. Oh shit. Thank God I have the wolves out. Holy crap. Now the cool thing about this spell right here, some of the cold spells, if you cast them quick enough, especially if you have 2 of them, you can build up a freeze effect, and then the opponent will actually just freeze and ice and topple over. Damn it, I hit my wolf. Try not to waste mana potions when I don't need to. Oh shit! Oh my gosh! Woo! Wow! They get their health back? Hope not. That was close. That was almost it right there. That was almost it, folks. I like the impact behind the spells. Okay, we made it out alive. All my wolves died though, but that's okay. That is a-okay. Where the hell am I right now? Alright, we came out up here, so we're gonna go back up this way. Wolf claws are hard to get. Yeah, I remember farming those for the wolf shrine. I'm assuming that's what you're doing. Yeah, I'm in survival mode right now. I mean, I don't think it makes it a survival game, but it's called survivor mode. And this is the permadeath mode. I don't think it adds like survival mechanics though, but shit. I need to get back to the damn keep. Yeah, that guy's gonna leave me alone. Blood Lake is right here. Perfect. Could just jump in. Oh, look at this. Look at all the bodies right here. There's actually a story behind all the bodies. Oh no, don't die. Ooh, that was close. Alright, you guys want me to fight that knight now? If I die, that might be the end of... I mean, it is the end of this run. I'm pretty sure he might be able to one-shot me, especially with low armor. The Mad Chef hurling matzo balls. Hey Fireheart, what's up? Are there mobs that can one-hit you on permadeath mode? I wouldn't know, Jordan, because I haven't died yet, so... Hopefully I don't ever know the answer to that question. But this is the guy right here. Oh man, do I do it? We can call in wolves or we can call in the keeper. I think the wolves are going to die super fast. All right, let's go ahead and grab... I have my 2 fireballs. We have... This is going to require some concentration here. We have the keeper and the soul salvage. I don't think I'm going to need soul salvage because he's just going to get destroyed. So let's do keeper, and then on the other hand, I'll put blood transfusion so I can get some back, and that's right click. All right. We don't need the soul cube right now. I have my 2-handed weapon. Probably going to want a shield. Wish I could do the cool shield, but it's not going to do me any good. 2 fireballs, summon keeper, blood transfusion, sword and board, and then a 2-handed sword. All right, here we go. He's very strong. This might be the end of the run. Seriously. Can I level up? Hold on. No, I can't. Damn. I can't believe I'm doing this. You know what, though? This is what I'm here for. I'm here for your guys' entertainment, and I shall provide. And we shall prevail. Alright. Which one's my soul? That's on my right hand. I get these all confused. So it's on my right hand, which is left click. Let's just take that off for now.
Off the leash, are we? They must have had their fun with you. Who had you as their plaything? The judge? The druids? Some band of cutthroats? But it doesn't matter now that you're free.
Who are you?
I'm Avalon, a knight. I swore my sword to my lady's will, and she kept me close until she had no more use for me. Now, I walk alone, but a shadow never strays too far.
God, here we go. How do you know that something happened to me?
You look wretched, and you smell like death. I've seen people like you before. Broken, worn down, dragged through the mud. If you've had enough of it all, I could grant you an honorable death. You lived like a cur, but you could die like a knight. Just say the word. I'm more than happy to.
Oh, shit. So that is right click. So left click going to be blood transfusion. Kills him so fast. You gotta be kidding me. It's gonna take like 30 minutes. Wish I had arrows. I told you guys, like, he's easy to run around and not get hit, but one hit and I think I'm dead. And he can do some interesting, like, I think he can kind of slide at you. So one mistake and this is over. Forgot about that. What a run it has been. That was really fun. That was awesome. And I needed that extra little permadeath to, you know, keep me fully invested in playing something that I've already played before. Damn, I forgot about the throwing knives. Holy crap. So let's click load last checkpoint. That's gonna be, I don't know what that's gonna be. Previous run that I'm doing? Because it's over. That was permadeath. Oh, does it just... I have a ton of load points from stuff I've been doing. That's daddy. Wait, why didn't it permadeath? Maybe I just lose the challenge of permadeath? I don't know. Well, the good thing is maybe I can keep playing the save point if you guys are having fun watching. Pretty sure I clicked on permadeath. Yeah, we're in survival mode difficulty. Affects combat difficulty, includes the player's combat capabilities and the challenges possessed or posed by enemies. In survival mode, saving is restricted to resting at beds and fireplaces. Oh. Wait. Did I not turn on permadeath? And I only turned on survival mode? I thought it was part of survival mode. I don't know. Okay. Well, that's cool. At least we're playing survival mode. Permadeath is obviously over. Whether I was playing it or not, I failed, so... Alright, but it's getting super late right now, y'all. It's almost 1 in the morning. So I'm gonna call it there. We're very close to the keep right now. So we've done the prologue and done a few of these things, and now we're coming up to the keep. And this is where there's a ton of NPCs and shops and stuff like that. A million quests in here. This is a pretty important area to go to, and I probably recommend going here earlier rather than later when you come to the Horns of the South. So you have merchants that you can sell things to, and items that you can buy, and you can start your crafting quests. And a lot of NPCs in here will give you quests for the open world. So if you explore the whole thing without getting the quests, then you're going to be sent back out to areas that you already went to. But we're not going to go in there right now. It's getting super late right now. It's cool though that I still can't load here. I mean, yeah. You can't save, so you can't create load points. So therefore you can't save scum when you're on survival mode. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was a really fun stream, and I think I'm back to probably streaming on a more normal schedule. Hoping to go live tomorrow night sometime. I think. Hopefully. But other than that, yeah, I'll catch you guys on the Tuesday, Thursday nights, and then hopefully Sunday afternoons, and I'll try to throw in some extra nights. I do have a couple days here where I'm pretty busy trying to finish up some of these Tainted Grail videos, but once I finish a couple more of those, then I don't really have anything else planned on the schedule, so maybe I'll start streaming a little bit more. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for all the donos tonight. Appreciate it. Phil, if you're still here, thanks a lot, man. And shout out to the Twitch chat. And to be continued. I definitely will continue my Oblivion playthrough sometime soon. We're doing Clair Obscure and also Baldur's Gate 3. Bring arrows next time? Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. At least we know not to mess with that dude. Yeah, definitely probably later, but like I said, on normal mode, I fought him pretty early on. Normal's obviously easier than hard mode. And I took him down fairly easy with that summon keeper spell. Even when I wasn't spec'd into magic. It just takes a little while to kill him. And then you get all that armor. With that said, killing him early on, you're probably not going to have the attributes to wear anything that he has. So yeah, it's probably best to wait a little bit. He has really cool armor though. All that armor that he's wearing you get, and you also get a couple weapons, and I think his shield. See ya, Sesame. See ya, Mr. Hardcore. You just beat Clair Obscure the other night, Sarah? Nice. Yeah, I don't know many people that don't like that game, so... Sebastian says I did select perma. So I wonder if that's just like an achievement thing, like where when you die, I don't know. You would think if you selected permadeath, it would send you back to the beginning, right? It wouldn't give you the choice to keep playing. Well, Baldur's Gate 3 gives you the choice to keep playing. You're just no longer playing on the same mode. It could also be bugged out, too. Still a very new game. There's a lot of bugs that Questline has to iron out. Took me about 70-ish hours. Definitely my game of the year. Even bought the month edition that they just released. Monolith edition. See ya, Fireheart. Good to see you again. McLovin Mikey. That's a great name. Oh, you know what I'm going to do next time we play? I think we're going to play this tomorrow night because I've been having a good time. We're going to get the skeleton army spell. Then you can summon a bunch of skeletons to fight for you. Alright, Xanthos. Catch you later. Any of you guys that are new to this game, and if you feel a little bit confused, I did drop a beginner's guide today on the channel. So go check that out. It's 35 minutes long though. It's quite in-depth. Mr. Stone says, sitting outside my house, smoking a cigar and drinking a Coke Zero, watching this. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm ending the stream.